Dungeons and Dragons. How's everyone doing? Eating dinner.
Where you sit and
Everyone's
watch me
eating
eat.
dinner.
Yeah, everyone's there.
All right, so I didn't mention this at the end of last episode because I forgot, but they all did level 2-7 after having gotten back to the main Tabaxi city in the port. So last episode, you guys killed some snake dudes, and Seraph got bit by an insect, but was then cured by Beak. You guys made it back to the Tabaxi city, gave Midnight's mom his dagger, then headed to the port, tried to talk to the Tritons, were not much help. And then you waited for the boat that you were supposed to go back on, snuck on there with ease. And
You took notes from your campaign, Michael. We spent a long time looking for something, and it ended up being worthless.
You got a bunch of
What's up?
you got a bunch of platinum in your bag of holding and handy haversack.
I would never do that much platinum.
No
You're
kidding.
right. You didn't take that from your campaign.
You
no.
find the shiniest of copper coins.
We find it. We're like, we finally got a copper. And he goes, the next town you walk into has a no copper policy. You gotta give it up to get in. And we're gonna be like, dang it.
So you guys are headed back on the boat. The boat, you guys are fine with like eating good berries and stuff for the journey. Not much of a problem having to like go around and scavenge for food. You guys can stay pretty well hidden behind the giant crates. A bit oddly and a bit, I guess, expectedly, the guards on the boat don't really come down there that often, except for, like I said, last time, a couple of them have come down there to steal some platinum out of the crates. But you guys eventually hear the docking process, and it is getting later in the evening. The sun is not down yet, but it is like pre-dusk as you guys the boat docks and you guys are still in the hold.
1 second.
Oh, that's way better.
Someone's
I don't
complaining.
know. Discord has problems with my colors. But I don't want to touch anything because I have to mess with the chroma key for the live streams. And I ain't messing with it again.
I ain't doing it again.
Just turn the light off and then forget about it.
So you guys get docked. They start like mooring the ship to the dock, and you hear them like yell about they're about to come get the crates out.
Time to bounce.
And also, did you guys
Get outta here.
want to do anything during the trip?
Uh,
Kind of forgot to ask.
Just a lot of meditating.
Okay.
I'm looking for some spiders. I'd like to collect.
Okay.
he wants to tear their legs off one at a time and watch them suffer.
Go ahead and make a perception check to see if you find any spiders on board in the hold. Don't see any.
No spiders.
Not that you can see.
Boat is dumb.
Maybe the rats are eating them.
Kill all the rats.
So if you guys don't want to do anything for the trip, then we'll pick up right there. This you're getting moored off, and they're about to come get the crates.
Do we want to jump in the water to get out? How do we get out of here?
We can cut a hole in the bottom of the ship and swim out.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna pull a Kill Bill and just until it breaks.
1 inch punch it till it breaks.
So they're yelling outside. They're about to. You hear the hold. Someone's walking down to the hold. They've got a big, like a bunch of stuff to sort of get the crates up. They take the first. There's like 4 down there. They get the first one and haul it off. You guys, I would assume, move to the other one so you aren't spotted immediately. But the first one is going up.
Is there nowhere to hide down there besides where these crates are?
There's a little bit of space, but it's not. I mean, it's a cargo hold, so there's not a lot of nooks and crannies in it.
Can we pass without a trace and then try to?
Beak, make
You
a
can
sneaky
certainly
ones.
try.
Okay, I cast pass without trace on everybody.
Okay. You are passing without trace.
We're sneaking.
You sneaking out?
We can sneak out, or we can.
Points to the boxes and makes a motion as if we're getting inside.
Is there? There's probably not any room, right?
We're all full. I mean, we only took out
Not anymore.
a fraction.
Not anymore.
You took out. You took out like 600 or so pounds of platinum, but platinum is more dense than people, so.
Really? Fun fact. Wow.
I'm just saying there's not a whole lot of room in those crates.
Whew.
Try to sneak out.
Yeah,
Sneak
try to
out.
sneak out, I guess.
Okay. So you guys gonna just try to follow, not closely, but follow that first crate out?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make, everyone
Oh,
make a stealth roll for me. And add 10 to it.
That's not very good. Ooh, Melmore is going to be the most stealthy of us all.
With this plate armor.
9.
Wait, you got plate, so you have to roll at disadvantage, right?
I don't know. Does that say a thing?
Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
if you have plate, you have to roll disadvantage for.
I'm hecka stealthy. I'll be right back, though. I got to take this.
Oh, I rolled like crap.
All right. Well, I'm 14.
Stealth is a dex thing, isn't it?
Yep.
What's your dex modifier, Ray?
2.
So I don't know why it's not adding it, but since you hit 7, that is a dex thing that you can then add half of your proficiency rounded up to as well. So your plus 2, what's your proficiency?
Proficiency
Plus 3.
is.
We're all
I don't know
passing
what you're asking.
Okay, so that'd be plus 2, plus another 2.
I have plus 3 proficiency. Yeah.
Okay, so half of that rounded up is another plus 2, so that's a 16 then.
All right. 6.
That's what I rolled, 16.
Okay, so you guys are at plus 10, you're all over 20. You guys sneak out, and no one has seen you come out at all. You guys just sort of waited for that first big one up. They're all sort of paying attention to that big crate. You guys sneak out without an
I
issue.
care about their money.
You are now in Damore, in the Canal District.
Oh, man. I'm going to go around and ask.
Damore's the capital?
Yes.
Ew. Kitty cat.
And you sort of felt this along the way as well. You guys finally cooled down from that awful, humid heat.
Yes. It was
Back
so
in the
nice.
north where it is quite cool. You're like going towards the end of fall now in Damore. I think the first time you came to Damore, they were having the Harvest Festival, the Fall Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys
How
are...
long are we gone? Not that long, right?
Yeah, you're like in mid or late fall now. I don't remember when that was exactly, but...
Okay. I'm going to have to get out to my winter coat. I was going to search something, and I lost my train of thought because of that coat comment.
It was too important to let it go.
Too much brain power needed to talk about my winter coat.
Beak holds up his pack that has the thing in it, and he says, "Urel, let's go, you pack of crazy people."
Yep, that's where we need to be headed.
All right, so you guys going to... It's getting dark. Are you going to start just walking? Are you going to wait till morning, try to find a boat to somewhere closer? What are you going to do?
Are we wanted? We're not wanted yet, are we?
No.
Alright.
Ruckus here before?
The
What
last
do we call the
time
Ruckus
you
before?
were here, you guys met Midnight. You met Rania, who helped you with Midnight. she lives in the on the border of the poor side in the Canal District. She works at the magic shop. You guys did the keep tour after winning the food eating contest, and I think the biggest thing that you did as far as trouble wise was Beak turned into a bear a couple times, and they told him, "Hey, you quit that." But you guys, I don't think, are in trouble here.
The word of our exploits in other parts of the Empire may have reached here by now.
All the murdering you guys did. I haven't murdered anyone,
We
tortured
didn't.
anyone, haven't done anything sketchy
We've done
yet.
a lot of murdering.
Neither is Melmore.
Yeah, you guys are weird murderers.
Melmore showed up after we died, or after.
I don't think you think the only people that have witnessed you murder people were in Hasto.
That's all. That's just not too far from Demore. What about the mail? The mail.
What about the mailman?
Yeah, you guys never got caught with the mailman. He never saw
how many
you.
mailmen did we kill?
But he could just tell somebody and say, "Hey, there was this bird. Or there was this giant spider."
Yeah.
Well, you guys let one of them go,
It's a
right?
giant spider. No one of
Yeah.
them saw you.
Well, we let him go, but he probably died.
He probably died.
Blindfolded, tied up, you're like, walk in this
Yes.
direction.
Walk that way. Well, we let him go, but he probably died.
So I think we rest the night here and head out in the morning for Euro.
We can go outside of town and I can set up a tower and we can hang out.
We can.
I
Start
I
heading
do
out.
the little feet walk thing.
All right, we'll start heading out.
Is it walk?
Yeah, I don't want to stay in town
And
with
then
all of our...
I point to the water and I make a boat sound. I make some sounds.
How far away are we by walking?
It is
Years.
Years, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a few weeks or a month. I can't remember how long we did it last time, but it's quite a ways.
I almost took a spell for this, but I decided, nah.
Yeah, when do you get teleport?
No, not teleport. I had one where
Sounds
we
over
could, I forget what it was called, but it summoned a little box with a little imp that carried it, and you could stick stuff in the box, and it would take it anywhere in the world as long as you knew the person.
Ah, yeah. The little demonic mailman.
It seemed like a very niche spell for a 4th level spell, though.
Oh, we get the item back to Euro. Done.
Done.
Yeah, you guys have stayed in an inn here in Demore before. I think most of you stayed in the medium price one, and Seraph stayed in the expensive one last time.
Since
He's
we're
a
gonna look
fancy
for
one.
since we're gonna look for passage in the morning, I think Melmore's just gonna head to the inn and get a room for the night.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'll follow.
Whatever's closest to the dock.
Okay. Oops, wrong mouse. I did it. I did the thing. Gotta find my Demore notes. There they are. So, yeah, there's a medium, like the medium priced inn is, I guess the closest one to the, the closest one to the docks is probably I think it's the medium priced one, the Emperor and Flask. And then the nice one is in the southeast corner, and the poor one is in the northwest, I believe, corner.
I'm gonna go over there, get a room. I don't eat breakfast because I got good berries. I got a good berry machine.
Melmore's just gonna go to the closest one, whatever.
Okay.
To the.
All right, so yeah, you go in and you see that same male dwarf. And it's 2 silver, I think, is what it was. It's the problem with taking such a long break in between. I don't remember how much everything costs. I'll say 2 silver for a room, per room. So however many rooms you need.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
We'll get 2 rooms.
All right.
I don't need a lot of space. I go up in my room and I summon a tower.
What was that? All right, so you guys bed down for the evening. Anything you want to do for the night, or anything before you
Melmore,
rest?
before Melmore goes to the room, he walks over to the tavern and orders 2 tankards of ale.
Ooh,
All right.
And he kind of.
that.
So how much is the ale?
It'd
How much
be
for the ale?
be like 1 silver per tankard.
All right,
So
he
these
gives
are
him
big
2
ones.
silver, gets his 2 tankards, and he just kind of like chugs it, pours it up. Ale just kind of splattering all over his beard, and just kinda
Ew.
keeps chugging it. And he slams it down on the counter and grabs the other one and does the same thing and slams it down on the counter. And then he's like,
You're
"All right,
a,
I'm going to
you're
my
a
room
sensible
now."
person.
Yep. Then he goes to his room.
All
That's
right.
it.
Who's with who? You guys got 2 rooms. You guys, who's your bunkmates?
Me and Beak.
Okay.
What it
Yeah,
usually is.
before I go to the roof, though, I'm going to take my pack that has all the platinum in it. I'm going to start laying it out and just organizing it into different sizes and different shapes.
All right. Just on the floor.
I'm not going to do
Yeah,
that.
on the floor. I just want to admire my...
Okay.
My
Yeah,
ball.
you're getting it out, and there's like some bigger chunks and some smaller chunks, and you can see a lot of it, basically all of it, still has bits of dirt on it.
I'll clean them off a little bit.
Okay. You can clean them off. If you clean off all of them, it's gonna. Well, I guess Galahad has the majority of it, but what you have, it's gonna make the floor pretty dirty.
I have
Yeah.
110 pounds of it.
Yep, that's a lot. And Galahad has 500 pounds, I think,
Yeah, I got it. Whatever fits in
in the bag of holding.
in a freaking bag of holding.
500 pounds. So yeah, so you get it all out, look at it. It's very pretty. You're very proud of yourself.
I just spent all night doing that.
Okay.
I sleep.
All right.
His ghost arc is officially over. He knows it. Buy that scroll. I don't
He
even
just
need to
keeps
hang
whispering
out.
under his breath. That was perfect, Pete. Count a couple more. That was perfect, Pete.
You
He's
keep
gonna just
you
make
keep
a
waking
platinum
up Sarah for
unicorn.
whispering that.
Waking up every couple hours. You still awake?
Yes, very good, Beak. Jeez.
Go to sleep.
All right, so you guys, are you going to sleep at all, Beak? Or are you are you staying up all
Nope.
night?
I'm counting my coins, my coins, my soon-to-be coins.
Your big
Okay.
rocks.
Yeah.
That's basically.
All right, then morning comes. You all have had a long rest, except for Beak, who takes 1 point of exhaustion. Actually, make a con save. Who takes
Nope.
1 point of exhaustion? And the morning is yours.
All right, we're out.
Morning,
Go
we
ahead
had
now.
we just head to the docks, try to get passage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna try to get passage.
That's why we didn't leave. We stayed here in town.
Yes. I'm gonna try to get passage.
Are you looking to go to a specific port, or are you just going to take the first one that leaves, or what do you do? What would you like to do?
Let's take a look.
It's been a while since I looked at the map.
Yeah, I
though,
gotta-
DM.
I got to pull up
It's
my
right
map
there in
too.
the background.
Where are we?
That's right, that's
where,
right,
Where
there
do we
is
need
right
to
there in
go
the
for?
Yeah, I know it's
She's
in
at
the
she's at
background.
the labyrinth. We need to go to Tyfeld.
How do you remember this stuff? The labyrinth.
Look
I
at-
see
'cause
that.
I'm looking
Okay.
at the background.
Where are we at?
Right there.
We could get
Gamor.
passage to
We're in
Nula.
Gamor.
To Nula. And we
Katoon.
can-
We could get passage anywhere and just jump off the boat whenever we get to where we need to go.
Goodbye. like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of a forest, right? So we gotta go near.
I got
Wayfield
water,
and
either water
along
walk
that
or
way.
water breathing. You just hop out, head that way.
We go to Katoon. We could go to Thyroid.
That's thyroid.
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 I can barely read it. Like the pixels are all messed up.
No one in the background.
Yeah, the one in the background.
Zoom in. It doesn't zoom out
That
very well.
All right, so after asking around a bit, you find that the first ship that's leaving, it's leaving very soon, is going to go to the Twin Cities. There will be one.
Oh, well, the one that goes to Twin Cities goes right by Thyroid. We could just jump right off.
Just
We don't
jump.
want to go to thyroid. We want to go to the labyrinth.
It's the closest coast, unless we're gonna jump off at Katoon.
We can jump off a Katoon or Tyfeld and K Falls. Is my map wrong?
I think Typhel would be the best.
Where was the labyrinth at?
Where's Tyfeld? The labyrinth's right there. Tyfeld's there. Yeah, I see Tyfeld, but like
Right
boat
there.
going
Yeah,
to
you're-
the Twin Cities ain't gonna.
Your coastal is not
Hijack.
exactly accurate. It will take. It does not. It will not stop. Like close. It won't go close to Tyfeld. There's a big swing out around a bit of a peninsula there.
Yeah.
Later today, there's one going to Katoon. None going to Tyfeld for a day or two. And then probably tomorrow there's another one going to Calden, which is also semi-close. But
There is one going to Tyfeld?
in a day or
In
two.
2 days.
How long does it take to go from Katoon to Tyfeld by walk? Is it more than a day?
What are these? I had this all in my head at one point, but then we took a long break and I don't remember. This is
You should write that down.
right.
Google Maps, or what's the name of this world?
You go Google Maps, just grab some,
Carntal.
like, just zoom in real
Carntal
close in
maps.
some like strange place in the world, unknown place, and then this is your.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me see how many people are there.
To walk from Katoon to Tyfeld is probably going to be more than 2 days. Probably be like 4, maybe 5.
Just wait for Tyfeld.
Okay.
That's Beak's. That's what Beak's thinking in his head, anyways.
Caw, we should wait for Tyfeld. Caw.
Oh, I want to show you guys something.
Oh, you shook. You were like, oh, yes.
It's very exciting.
Okay.
Were you there? You might have not been online last night. You keep. This is not important, so I'll just share it.
It
in
must
Discord
be
for you
important.
guys. Very neat.
So you guys have about a day to burn. If there's anything,
Yep.
if you'd like to try to do anything while you're in the capital, where there are more resources than most other places.
I'm gonna burn a day, waiting to see what Michael sends in the Discord.
Cool.
I sent it to Holly so she can see it.
Okay.
But,
Oh, someone left.
Oops.
didn't want to play anymore.
He's back.
Said I'm.
So it's a website. Everything I looked for was out of stock, but they make Lego D&D characters, like D&D monsters,
Oh.
D&D characters. They have a Kenku, which is out of stock. They even have they have a frogman. I was looking for David, but it's out of stock. They have, like scorpions, and it's really cool looking.
That sounds cool.
Fighter.
I'll check that out
If
later.
we ever go back to sitting at my table, or it's gonna be an all Lego campaign.
Oh, you're gonna build. You're gonna.
Then some stormtroopers came in.
Yeah. And here you are at the Millennium Falcon.
All right, so you guys got a day to burn if you'd like to do anything in Damore before you leave tomorrow.
I'm gonna build tiny D&D Lego people. No, I don't really have anything to do.
We could see about getting Beak resurrection scroll.
We
Resurrection
probably need.
scroll.
Gotta have the money first.
We probably
Can't-
ought to
I mean, I'm
not
sure we
trade
could-
all of our platinum in the city that they're bringing in raw platinum ore from a place that, you know what I mean?
I think we'd be better to go to the gnome capital if we want to try to do something, or the dwarven capital.
Yeah, I bet you they'd take that platinum ore in the gnome
My-
capital.
Melmore knows his homeland would take care of that ore.
Yeah. We'll go to the dwarven place.
You did talk to the person you talked to about the scroll was in the Twin Cities before,
Oh, okay. Well,
so you know that they can do it at least.
is there
Melmore
like an
knows that
ore
Rockholm,
exchanger?
Rockholm will convert
buy our
that
ore.
ore into coins for you.
Rock home.
No problem.
It's really not
Alright.
crazy people.
Well, that's a long ways away. We should just
It's a long ways
wait
away.
2 days. Go to Tyfield, do a quick stop by the labyrinth, give her MacGuffin, and then we'll go get our ore switched out, and then we'll go buy him a resurrection skull, and we win.
GG, that's it.
GG, we win. Well,
Beak wins.
for Beak, he wins. I've never
doesn't
seen
know-
anyone win D&D.
He has to figure out how to get back home. He's lost. Doesn't know where his
We'll,
home
a-
is.
listen,
You don't have
we'll
to get back
ask,
home. You just gotta get to your sister. Home is where your heart is.
Oh, that's right.
She might know where to go.
Yeah, but no, she doesn't.
Maybe she's not a big dicky bobo. Like
All right, so you guys wait around just in the inn for the day. Sun sets. You guys pay for two silver more per room for the nights, I'm guessing.
yeah.
And then sun comes up. And
Equals
sure enough,
Sarah.
later that afternoon, there is a ship headed for Tyfeld.
Let's get on it.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, pays for the room.
Yeah, I paid for it.
The fare to go to Tyfeld is 5 silver each.
Beak looks at Sarah.
I'll pay it.
100, so like 200 pounds worth of platinum or whatever. You got this, right?
You got this, right? I promise I'll pay you back. I'll toss you a nug of this platinum.
Yep. So you guys get on. There's some other passengers coming on board as well. There's 6 other guys all coming on board, and he's all right. Everyone on board. We're getting ready to go.
This is
Is
just
this like a shipping vessel or like a cruise ship?
It's like a smaller 2-mast ship that today is
It's like a
making
school bus
today
for
it's
on the
making its money by transporting people. So
Oh, okay.
I mean,
So,
it has a
yeah,
cargo
it's a-
hold, so it could transport other stuff, but today it's people.
It's Greyhound at the boat.
And you can and today you can like go into the cargo hold and you can see this got these like makeshift walls that they can like take down should they need to make more space in the hold. But for now, it's just got about 6 rooms, 3 on each side. So you guys can just claim whatever you want, and there's 6 other guys that are going to come.
Sweet.
All right, so you guys start heading out. First, I think it takes like 2 days, probably, maybe 3. So yeah, 3 days.
Okay.
No, wait. Probably 4 days because it's got to go around a bunch of stuff. So 4 days. The first day, you guys notice everyone's like sort of gathered up on deck to sort of eat. There's no table or anything, but like they have some like hardtack basically, like ration type
They
stuff.
bring us out on the deck and throw the bread on the ground, and we pick it up like birds. Feeding time, and they crumple
What's
it
that
up
supposed to
and throw it on the ground. He literally picks it up like a bird.
Yeah.
I'll take a bunch and pop out my wings and fly up and just.
So as you guys go up there,
We're like,
you haven't really like most of you haven't seen these other guys yet. You just sort of heard them because you got on first, and like midway through that first day, they go through there, and you guys come up to sort of take a look around and maybe get some food. And as you go up there, they start. You notice them, and Beak, you notice this especially. They eyeball you. And they sort of come over to you, and it's like, "Hello, what are you doing?"
I say, hello, what are you doing?
You trying to be funny?
No.
no. They talking to the bird, just the bird.
Yeah, they're just looking at him. If you guys are all standing next to him, then they like sort of look at the rest of you, but they're just talking to Beak.
Hey guys,
they?
why don't you back off, okay?
Ooh,
It's gonna
man.
be a long boat ride if you don't.
They just sort of look
And I'll
at you.
try to intimidate them.
Make an intimidation check.
Yay. 10.
They look at you and they go, "It may be a long trip then." And they sort of step in between you and Beak. They go,
I look at Melmore and I say,
Melmore. Yeah.
Fireball.
Beak hasn't quite figured out that he's
Melmore.
the person yet.
Melmore kind of like at this point. Melmore's kind of like chesting his way up to the troublemakers. Like, is there a problem here?
and
Oh,
they
man,
look,
I'm
they look,
conflict.
they look down at you, being a shorter
Yeah,
dwarf.
look down at me. I'm only 5 foot tall.
They look down at you and say, "Well, you're with him too, huh?"
That's right.
Wait
You have
a
a
second.
problem with my friend?
Do I
He's a
see,
little, he might be a little socially awkward, but he's still our friend.
So they say, "That's
Got a problem
figures."
with it?
And they sort of they like sort of snub you and turn around and go over to a part of the boat and start talking amongst themselves.
Do
Oh,
I
it's
see
close to
any
us.
symbols of the Mina, whatever?
Make a perception
work.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a glass eye on the one of them.
I'm looking for coin purses or anything sparkling on them while they're here.
Okay.
Also.
Perception,
Perception.
17.
What's the song that they did?
Land Down Under, or Who Can It Be Now?
Yeah.
Beak, you don't notice anything. You start to look at them, and you're like, whatever, and you start looking around.
I just
17,
now
notice
realized
that...
we're all super short.
except for Seraph. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm normal size.
How tall are you?
I think I'm just like 5.5 feet, something like that.
You're just barely taller than Melmore.
Oh, it's a
You
giant
don't...
dwarf.
With 17, you don't notice any specific... like, you don't see the brands on the shoulders, but they're all wearing sleeves that go past their shoulders. They all are wearing the sort of armor and clothing that is... I mean, it's common, but it's like, it's not rich, and it's not super poor. So it's like right in that middle class, like what you have seen most of them wear. But there's a lot of other people wear that stuff too. So it's sort of, it fits the description so far, but you have no proof.
Alright, guys, well, on the rest of this trip, I say we all stick together and keep an eye out.
Okay, Beak.
Yeah, they just go to the other side of the ship, and like I said, they're just chatting amongst themselves. You see one of them every now and then peek over.
Watching.
Go ahead and make another perception check to see if you can sort of overhear if you're keeping an eye on them.
Man, I'm rolling like crap. Perception 12.
Yeah, you can't hear them, but you do notice that, like, just every once in a while they're talking, and then they'll look up and sort of make eye contact over towards your group. No, they don't make eye contact. They just look in your direction. It's mostly at Beak.
What's their seal again? I think
It's
I drew a
the
picture of it. I just gotta find it.
fist with the
Finger? Yes.
thumb and forefinger pressed together, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I have my. I'll have to find my little notes book again.
They're like, if you look at this below my waist, that means I get to hit you twice.
That's right. And if you're not human, that means I get to kill you. So yeah, you see them just sort of looking at you. Is there anything you guys would like to... It's you and them, and then there's a fairly sizable crew, but they're all doing their jobs. They're not really paying attention to you guys. There's a captain and probably 10 or so hands.
We'll just, for now, go about our business, but Melmore is, he's keeping an eye on those guys, for now.
Okay.
I make little trinkets just to mess with Beak and Melmore. I like...
And when I say, but
Melmore's
not only...
in an hour.
But Melmore's not only keeping an eye on him, he's straight up just staring them down, nonstop. He just doesn't look away. The whole time he's up there, he's just, like, eyeing them, just staring at them. He's just staring at them. With a mean look on his face. He's just giving that gruff dwarf look and staring them down the whole time.
So
I'm trying to be discreet about it, but I'm not very good at that.
Okay.
Not Melmore. He's straight up just staring at him.
Well, after a while of them like talking and glancing over in your direction, you notice that several of them look right at Melmore, look right at you, and then they sort of smile and laugh, and then they go below deck.
Melmore likes it.
I'm gonna have to blow up this whole ship.
Look over.
I should have taken water. Control water.
Brazil?
As they walk away, Melmore just
Fireball.
laughs. That's funny.
Fireball.
I have it now.
To Brazil.
To Melmore.
No, it's Brazil.
Melmore just shakes his head and says, humans.
I used to be one.
No, I used to be
He does the exact same humans. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Right now and now.
He's right there down.
Humans. Parentheses. Shakes head.
Humans.
All right, so afternoon turns to evening. Are you guys doing anything aboard? You just sort of staying on deck, looking around?
No, we're just. I mean, I don't really have anything to do right
I
now.
have a set of
Admiring
bone
the trinket
dice.
that
We could do. We could
Eric
play.
just made for me.
We could roll bones.
That disappears every hour, so I have to make a new one.
Oh.
Fooled Beak every time.
While we're on the boat, I'll do some training, just like with myself.
doing some forms.
Okay.
Hey, Melmore has bone dice. We can roll We can roll bones.
This is a different boat, isn't it? I'm gonna go look for some spiders.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna. Who's not doing anything? Galahad's not doing anything, is he?
No.
Melmore's not.
I'm nudging Galahad, and I'm making this sound and motion of spiders, and motioning that we're looking for some.
Oh, okay. I'll help him look for some spiders, I guess. I'll conjure a little spider in my hand. I'll use minor illusion to do little spiders everywhere.
14. You find a web, but it is oddly absent of spiders, and then you sort of keep looking around and see another web, and you see a rat scurry off from it.
And then Galahad finds all the spiders.
The Galahad.
Do rats eat spiders?
Rats will eat anything, man.
I thought about it.
You ever seen that one dragging a piece of pizza in the subway?
Pizza rat.
Pizza rat.
Galahad's. Are you looking all over? Are you like separating from the group as you do this, or?
Yeah, I'll look all over.
I meant Beak.
I'm sticking with Galahad.
Okay. So.
As much as Beak sticks with people.
Right. So Seraph is like up on top, doing forms. What's Melmore doing?
Melmore's just doing nothing. Actually, he's sitting on the top deck, looking up the sky, and he's just brushing his beard. He pulled out a brush out of his belt pouch and is just brushing his beard out.
Okay. Okay. So and then Galahad and Beak are like roaming the ship looking for spiders. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Melmore, since you are like looking out at the horizon.
I gotta pull my sheet back up 1 second. I wasn't expecting to do a perception check.
And then Beak and Galahad, you guys are looking around for spiders. Okay, Melmore, it's just you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Bugs.
You just sort of almost your own form of meditation as you brush your beard.
Brushing my beard out. I'll listen to the whatever is happening around the deck.
Listening to the waves. Sounds of seagulls. So, as Beak, as you're looking around for these spiders, you see the web, you see the rat scurry off. You sort of follow it for a little while, and that sort of separates you from Galahad as he's looking for spiders as well. And as you sort of try to follow this rat, you run into one of those guys from earlier, down below. So now what are you going to do without your friends?
I'm not too far away, am I?
No, you would hear this as you're looking for spiders, but you just found something, so it'll take you a minute to respond.
Melmore wasn't worried when they walked.
Am I by the rat?
No, it's gone faster than you. You just started to follow it and weren't really looking around and like literally ran into one of them.
He was still with Galahad, though, right?
Galahad's not too far away.
Shake my head.
So, about this time, they start
ignoring him, just keeping an eye on looking for spiders still.
He sort of like grabs your shoulder and says, "Where do you think you're going?" And this time, Galahad, you're like, "Hey, I think there's a spider over here, Beak." You turn around and see that, and then you can intervene. And also about this time, the captain comes walking down and he's to get everyone. He's like, "Evening meal's coming up," and he notices this too. Are you doing anything, Galahad?
I was gonna cast a spell, but I saw the captain, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what the captain does.
So the captain comes down and he sees this and goes, "Evening meal. What's going on down here?" And
I say,
yeah, go ahead.
I'll say, these guys keep messing with us.
They sort of
small.
It's like three of them out, and then the other three come out of one of the other rooms, and the other three they're by Beak sort of cover him they get in between him and the captain and go, "Nothing at all. Nothing's happening down here." And he looks at him as the other three come out and sort of make their way over there, and the captain says, "I don't know what you guys are doing, but you're not going to harass other passengers on board my boat. I don't care what happens after you get off, but this doesn't happen on my boat." And they're like, "Sure, of course." And they sort of make a hole so that Beak can then get to wherever he's going. He says, "Evening meal's
Yeah,
coming
I
up. If you got
said,
anyone's hungry," and he goes back up.
That's
And they
right,
sort of
yeah.
move away from Beak.
All right.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I could go
I
for
bring-
some fruit.
All right, I take Beak up to the top to get some fruit.
There are some
I
oranges.
spent
Keep
an
that
hour-
scurvy away.
I spent an hour looking for a spider. Now I'm taking him up to get an orange.
Can I very discreetly cast a cantrip infestation on one of the humans?
They all have their
away.
backs turned to you, and they're walking away to go up to the get food. So make a
Some verbal
make a
somatic
stealth
material.
check.
I'm gonna combo with him.
Combo cantrip.
Breaker.
Okay, you can pretty confidently whisper something very quietly.
I pull out a flea out of my pocket.
Got a flea in
Begin
your pocket?
Casting a spell. Out of my component pouch, a living flea.
He's got
He's
fleas
my
on him at all
parasite.
times. He
Put it back
just
on.
picks it out from under its wing.
Any of them doesn't matter. The one that was doing the talking to grab my shoulder.
Okay.
A cloud of spiders is going to appear on him, crawling all over his body. He needs to make a con save.
Okay, wrong mouse. Let me check something over here.
First blood drawn by Beak. Imagine that.
Okay, he
Con 15.
rolled a 16.
Sorry, 14.
16.
Okay, so no damage.
Okay.
He's just got
doesn't
spiders
move.
all over him.
He just got spiders all over him.
Okay, so he starts walking up. It's like, oh, jeez, and he starts swatting at them. Do they disappear, or what happens with them?
Yeah, they just last for it's instantaneous, so they just sort of appear for a moment and then they're gone.
And he looks around and goes, "Any of you see that?" And they got to look up and see what? They weren't looking at him, so they didn't notice. So he just thinks he's maybe crazy now.
They're walking away from us, right? Are they going around a corner?
They're going like up the stairs and then go back up. There's 2 sets of stairs to get up to the deck.
Oh, so they're going out the other side of stairs.
Yeah, they're going up the one and then they're turning back towards you, but going up.
Are they out of
Smirks and
hearing
looks
range?
at Galahad and says, "That was perfect, Beak."
They're out of hearing range. I want to cast a spell too.
Well, they're out of Beak string range because he rolled really well on stealth. You can make a stealth check if
I'm not a stealthy boy.
Okay. Yeah, they could probably still hear you then. The last few that are going up.
Well, I got a feeling we're gonna get kicked the ship before
I'm not gonna do it then.
Okay.
I'm not nearly as stealthy as Beak.
Okay. So they all go up
I'm a
and
guy who
get some
summons
food.
houses, not. Violent.
They all go up and they
Subtlety, not my specialty.
Melmore's still out there looking over the edge of the boat. Seraph's up there still doing forms. And everyone comes up to get evening hardtack.
Yes, and fruit.
Okay.
He doesn't even have like slop for us, like boat stew.
No boat slop. So you
How do
guys
these
finish
guys
eating?
live?
You see that even the guy from the crow's nest comes down for the day, gets some food. Everyone's just doing their stuff, but everyone sort of takes a break for food.
While I'm eating, I'm gonna keep an eye out on everything.
Okay, make a perception check.
Natural one. Rolling great tonight, fellas.
You start eating and you're like trying to look around like, oh god, this is really awful. You can't concentrate.
This bread's so crunchy.
Yeah. Anyone else doing anything for the evening?
Those guys are up on deck across from us now.
Yeah, they've sort of given you some space now that they've had a run-in with the captain.
Okay, I'll wait until they're asleep.
Okay. After everyone eats, the 6 of them sort of go back below deck and
I look at Galahad and I say,
rooms.
sometimes people go missing.
I wasn't gonna do anything like that, but yeah, you're right.
anyone doing anything before to go to bed?
No.
Just meditations, and then I'll go to bed.
All right. Sun comes up the next day, day 2.
Before they wake up. Hey, before these guys wake up. Where are we all sleeping? We all sleeping in the same room?
Yeah.
So there's 6 rooms. They took up 2 of them. One each on each across from the sort of middle hallway.
There's no doors, right?
There are, but they're makeshift. They're very thin. They don't like have a
Okay.
knob or
Of them,
anything.
are
It's,
there?
it's more like a curtain, basically.
How many of them are there?
6 total.
Let's
Where's the
take
guy
shift.
Where's the guy who was messing with Beak?
He's in, I would say, that as you go down the front left room.
Okay.
And then
I'm
the
gonna
other
use
3,
it.
he's one of the 3 in there, and then the other 3 are in the front right room.
From far away, I'm gonna use minor illusion to make like ghost sounds, and then I'm gonna use the spell Silent Image to have a ghost fly around in the room with him.
Okay, is this something that everyone can see or just him?
Anyone in the room can see it, and anyone can hear the thing. And then when they all wake up and I hear them freaking out, I'm gonna have it fly through the wall and be done.
Okay. So
I'm just messing with these guys.
you guys start hearing the sounds, and even like Beak, Melmore, Seraph, you hear it too. Then you know that
everyone
Galahad's
can hear it,
casting cast something, but you don't know what it is. You just start hearing these weird sounds, and then for the minor image, you have to be in line of sight of it.
Silent Image.
Silent image, do you have to be in line of sight?
Let's see.
You have to see where it's. You have to
Appears
see
in
where
a
it's
spot
being
within
casted.
range.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that I have to see where it is. If I have to see where it is, I can put it outside the curtain and have it move inside the room.
Okay.
I think you might have to be able to see.
I think you
where
have to have line of sight on it.
it.
Let me
You
look.
can cast it just wherever you want.
Move into any spot within range.
Most spells are line of effect though, which means you have to be able to see, or at least have with no walls in the way.
Well, there isn't a wall in the way. It's just a curtain, right?
Yeah. For the sake of this, I'll say you can do it. I may have to change that
it
ruling
doesn't say
later.
anything about it, but
But for now, yeah, we'll say you create a ghost. I'll say that you
A
poke your
spooky
head out
ghost.
into the hall, put it there, and then you
Yeah.
can have it sort of walk in.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I could put it out and have it kind of like spook in there. Give them the spooks.
So you hear like some rolling around, like they're just waking up, and then you hear one of them sort of,
and then
oh, what the hell? And then you hear a couple other ones go, what, and they look, ah. And
after I
then,
hear them freaking out, it'll go through the wall and leave.
and then yeah,
And
then
I'll
they,
end the spell.
they're like, what was that? Then you can hear then you hear their voices die down and get a little more muffled, and you can hear them sort of. It sounds frantic, but they're talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
You know, Melmore can't help himself after all this happened. He has to walk out in the hallway and just start laughing hysterically. 'Cause
you
it was
wouldn't even
funny
know.
as
I don't
hell.
think
I wouldn't know. I can hear all the commotion, right?
you
You
can
can-
hear a commotion.
Yeah, how many rooms
But
are you
you
guys
wouldn't- you
taking
wouldn't-
up? Let me ask that.
We're tiny. Well, I'm small. I can.
Are you going
I
like
can sleep
2
in a
and
box in
2,
the
or are you
corner.
going 1 in each room? Or are you going all 4 in one room?
I suppose 2 and 2.
Okay.
That's our usual way.
Okay, so Melmore would be in the room with
So,
Galahad
I
based
did
on
it while
that. So
almost
he
yeah.
knows you're casting
Yeah.
something, and then he hears sounds. You probably put that together.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna walk out and just
Melmore
laugh.
Ruining the
I'm just
joke.
gonna walk out in the hall and start laughing hysterically, and just kind of like sit down on the floor because Melmore's just a goof.
If I'm asleep, would I hear it?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Only because Melmore wants to be there when they walk out of the room, and he wants
15.
to get blamed for it.
15? Yeah, you would hear that.
I'll come out. And I'm going. What's going on?
I'm in the room still.
I'll be like,
I'm
Yeah.
I'll look at you and be
casting
like,
now.
I'll
No,
go.
we're
I'll go into their room and
Yeah.
like,
Human scared,
I
funny
think-
as shit.
I think there's something going on. Do you hear that?
Oh no, I don't hear anything. I'm gonna play it off like nothing happened. That's a what, persuasion?
Yep.
Or
Well,
Okay.
deception, because you were lying.
oh, okay.
It's
Damn.
is it the same modifier or no?
It's charisma, yeah. So,
If you're-
but I have it. I'm trained in persuasion, so it would be a 15 instead.
Okay, so roll an insight check, Seraph.
My insight is a +8.
Is there any reason for him not to believe me?
Natural 20.
Yes. Right there.
Yeah, well,
There's a reason.
I mean, there wouldn't be any reason for him not to believe me, so he wouldn't probably do an insight check, is what I'm saying.
I could tell in the way you said it.
Well, I mean, what's your passive insight?
I have a +8 to insight. I
Well,
don't know. My
that
wisdom's
would
a-
make your
Eight,
passive
so eight.
passive 18 then. So yeah, you wouldn't just look at him and be like, I see what you're doing here.
It's all right though.
I'll go back to my room.
Okay.
What, Jack?
All right, so you
Jack thought the joke was funny.
so Melmore goes up to you're going up to the deck,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with her.
laughing.
Melmor. Yeah, Melmor's
Yucking
just
it up.
at this point he's just chuckling away. He just keeps thinking about it. It's funny to him.
As you walk
Humans
by,
getting scared.
you walk up, and then everyone else that's down, actually everyone that's awake and down there still, make a perception check real quick.
Okay. 14.
What are we making perception checks for?
I just want to see if you hear something.
15.
Okay, so yeah, you both hear fucking dwarf. Very quietly.
Spooked him real good though.
They're gonna think Melmor did it though. That's the great part.
Claws.
All right.
All
Okay,
right.
we gotta
Here-
take the heat away from our gnome. No guesses that it was him ever. Melmor, come after
I'm
me.
done spooking for right
Bring
now.
it.
So you hear the captain's up the top saying breakfast, which, as you can guess, is some hardtack with some oranges.
Pancakes.
Man, this is some terrible breakfast on this boat.
Hey,
So
Beak,
it
can
wasn't
you
very
get one
expensive.
of those good berries for the day?
I hate a
Melmor's
good
just
berry.
wishing he brought some
I'll
ale
just
with
eat the
him.
good berry and be content with that.
Okay. Yeah, you see them all digging
Yeah.
in.
Digging in to a piece of bread and an orange.
Yep.
Really, really savoring this.
You see the captain's looking up at the crow's nest, and there's a guy with a looking glass, and goes, "What do you see?" And you can see they're all looking in the same direction. There's some dark clouds way off. And he says, "Looks like a storm ahead, may have to detour." Says, "All right."
Dang it.
So he goes, "Looks like we're going to have to take a small detour. Should only add about a half a day to the journey."
Where are we right now? Do we know as far as our journey goes? This is the boat to Tyfeld.
Tyfeld. So, based on the maps that you guys have put together, I would say you know that you are going off of. There's a little island there where I don't know if you can see it on your world map. There's a little island where Seraph's mom lives.
Is that Picot?
Yeah. So there's that island, and there's a little one just to the west of it on the south part. And normally that boat goes in between those two islands to go around, and you're going to have to go around instead. So he says it shouldn't add more than half a day, maybe less. So you guys start going around.
All right.
Yeah, so you have to make a small detour, not a big deal. Is anyone doing anything for the morning? I'm going to try not to skip over anything you guys might want to do.
Oh no, we're just gonna. Other than just like, well, no, nothing. I'm just kind of dicking around.
Again, just a lot of meditation and a lot of
stuck on
like
a boat.
training.
Okay.
I'm spending most of my time looking for
Melmor's-
bugs. I'll take
Melmor's
anything
kind
other
of
than-
fascinated by. He's been watching he's been spending a lot of time up on the deck, and he's kind of fascinated by all the crewmen just working the ships, and he's kind of interested in kind of learning maybe helping out and learning a little bit about how the ship works.
He's gonna be a boat guy.
He
Okay.
just wants to, he's kind of curious. He wants something to do. He's kind of bored other than brushing his beard out all day.
Okay. So like,
So
as some of
So-
them sort of like set something and sort of take a step back, you can approach one of them and go ahead and make a perception check, and we'll see how much of it you sort of pick up for the morning. You sort of approach one of them, and he sort of says, "Oh, sure, I can show you some things."
I was kind of thinking going up to the captain, and offering like my muscles, a
Okay.
little extra hand around the ship.
Muscles. Mm.
Sure.
He's strength. I mean, he's a dwarf. He's strong. That's what he does. So he wants to approach the captain, and he's
Okay.
to see if the captain could use an extra hand, maybe doing some stuff
Make
while we're on this
a
journey.
persuasion check as you're talking to the captain. Oh yeah, he's like, "Oh sure, we can always use an extra hand." He points to a guy, says, "Ask him what you can help out on," because the captain sort of relegates that kind of duty to his first mate. So you go and ask him, and he's like,
Alright,
"Sure, you can help me with this right here," and he's like helping you like tie ropes and sails and stuff. Which takes some strength.
So that's what Melmor's going to do that throughout the journey when he's not doing anything else. Just kind of help out around the ship, doing things that can be done. Learn a little bit.
Okay.
He is looking for bugs.
Okay. Are you doing anything with Ka?
He'll just sit up there by the crow's nest.
Okay.
Perfect.
So,
I don't have to eat my spiders.
so you're looking for more bugs and stuff?
Centipedes, spiders, wasps, scorpions.
Wasps? Why would you want wasps?
I have
Wasps
my
are
new
terrible.
4th level spell is giant insect. I can take 3 spiders and turn them into 3 giant spiders. And so I want to have a collection of spiders I can just toss out. And
Whatever you do, as long as you don't turn them into giant wasps when I'm nearby.
I could have 5 giant wasps.
No.
And you make giant wasp big enough we can ride, so we can fly around.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for bugs. $14. Okay, so you see that you find one. It was probably the one that Galahad was about to tell you about yesterday, before you guys got into an altercation. So you found one spider.
Oh right. I put him in my bag of holding. He'll probably be fine in there, right?
No.
So your handy haversack is full.
It's full to the top. Also,
I'm gonna-
living creatures don't live inside those things for more than 10 minutes.
I want to try to get him to stay with me in some way, and alive.
Make
That's
an
really
animal
on
handling
my-
check.
My person, or whatever.
Are you doing any? Are you taking any action to aid in this?
By rolling a 19.
Well, 25.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess I can talk to him. I'll It's a ritual, isn't it? Yeah, I'll ritual chat with him a little bit.
Okay. So with that cast and the animal handling, he seems down to like hang out on your shoulder for a while.
I'll let him know he hangs out, and I'll keep him fed, and I'll keep him. And he'll help me out. I'll give him some friends too. Spiders
Okay.
love being around other spiders.
Definitely, it's their favorite. What are you feeding him?
Some good berries.
He eats them. He'll eat them.
Yeah, I'll feed him a good berry.
The spider's eating.
Okay.
He can
Eating a
have
good berry.
anything. He can have any of my dandruff he wants. Whatever he wants. my no.
Chicken wings.
Okay, so you guys are about halfway through the day when from the crow's nest you hear, "Everyone, brace!" And you guys sort of look out, and everyone sort of because he's pointing in a direction, you guys can just sort of make out a figure, and it looks like just a regular bird of some kind. and then it's getting closer and bigger,
It's a rock.
and closer and bigger, and it is on top of you guys. And you see, like, everyone is up on the deck now. The 6 guys, all the hands that are awake, and the captain.
When it's coming at us, can I pop my wings out and fly up to try to distract it from just smashing into the boat?
Sure. You can. I mean, you can see as it gets closer to you, it looks like it's going to try to swoop down between the sails, because it doesn't want to. Like, the trajectory it's on doesn't look like it's going to run into the masts. It looks like
I
it's
still
on...
want to do that, and
Okay.
just to have it come after me instead of anyone else.
Okay. Make a kind of check. Would that be make an animal handling check, even though it's not technically a beast? Just try it. We'll see what happens.
Natural 20.
Okay. So
Wow.
it sees you.
Not even kidding.
That's 2 in a row. Cheater.
I'm
It
not
sees
cheating.
you and it starts going. There's natural ones before that. That dice only has 20s and 1s on it.
No, I got 8 dice that I roll 1 each time.
All right.
It keeps him fresh. It keeps that person fresh for when he comes back around in the cycle. I know that. I've been there. D&D thoughts.
All right.
These
So
guys are rolling bad. Time for new ones.
everyone, go ahead and roll initiative as this giant rock is headed your direction.
Is this like
Doing During all this commotion, you might put a sideways fireball. Just kidding, don't do that.
I do have fireball.
To those troublemakers, a sideways lightning bolt. Went the
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
way. Hit those troublemakers.
Oh, I accidentally killed all these guys. Are we still in no casting zone?
What?
What?
Are we still in the no casting zone?
What do you mean the no casting zone?
Is that this campaign?
Nope.
Yes. Well, it's not a no casting zone. They just don't like spellcasters.
Where they don't like spell casting is what I mean.
Oh.
The
I
Brecken
mean,
Empire is
you
not
aren't
fond of
sure.
casting.
You're no longer within the borders of the Brecken Empire, but the ship came from Damor, so you don't know how the captain feels about it.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, let's party.
So Beak got a 7.
13 for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I got to roll initiative. Oof. I'm last.
I'm last. I rolled a 1.
So did I.
Oh, we both rolled a 1.
Bye, Jack. Oh, I gotta go open the door for the cat.
These guys over here.
We need to flip dice. 1 should be natural crit for me because I don't usually roll low.
What'd you get on Seraph?
13.
Okay.
More snow tomorrow, Michael. Did you
Melmore
see?
got a 3.
Saw that.
It's supposed to be a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
It
3
seems like every time I look, it's a little bit more.
3 to 5 inches is what I saw last, I think.
Since Melmar was up top, he should have been prepared. He saw this coming since he was up top helping.
He wasn't looking. He was just looking at his beard and combing it.
He's been helping the deckhands.
He's got one of those tiny combs that you use for your beard.
He has an entire beard grooming kit. No lie, it's in his bag.
No lie. I'd never accuse you of lying, Ray.
Galahad, what did you roll?
Only in D&D. 3?
3.
Oh, sorry, not D&D. Only in Dota 2.
Only in Dota 2.
Okay, so everyone's on the deck. And then I will give you a moment to sort of place your... Or where would you be? You can sort of place where you would be, if you like.
Are those humans out there?
Yep. They're all sort of in the middle.
Can I fly out to where...
Where's the below deck? How do we get below deck?
You're kind of standing on it now.
Is there a door there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to be down there.
I would say Melmor's probably in the middle of the ship somewhere because he was like working with the crew, right? Helping out, tying ropes. I'd say he's somewhere out here.
I would have flown out here, if that's okay.
Sure.
And I'm just going, come after me.
Okay, so it is the guys' turn first. And for the purposes of this, the captain and crew are all just like holding down the ship. They're not going to be fighting. And they're sort of standing there, but I'm not going to say that they're getting in the way at all either.
What about these guys in the middle? Are they going to help us?
We don't know what they're gonna do yet.
It's their turn first.
Okay.
So they see this thing coming in, and it looks like it's going to come between the sails at the moment, based on where it was coming. So 3 of them are going to sort of get out of the way. Not actually, they're all going to get sort of out of the way. And this is the guy that's been mostly harassing Beak. He's going to move over towards Beak.
He walked through the mast.
He walked around it. And while everyone else is looking elsewhere, he's going to try to grapple you to move you. So he's going to make a...
Is that an opposed thing?
Yeah.
What a sneaky son of
Well, it's just an attack, and then you can oppose to get out of it. But that is only... oops, that's the wrong stat block. I was like, how did that happen? It's only a 9, so I don't think that hits you.
Nope.
So he walks up to you and tries to put his hands on you, and you just sort of move him away. And that's all they're going to do right now is just sort of get where they think they're out of the way. Seraph, you're up.
I'm going to... Is it like zooming in, or is it like stopped where it is right now?
It was coming in at a decent clip where it is right now, but it did notice you.
All right.
looks like a giant eagle.
I'm gonna fly up to him and give him the old crack.
Okay.
Air battle.
Air battle.
We'll see if this will work. First attack. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Nice.
Nice.
That's pretty good. 10 damage.
Okay.
And I will spend a key point to a stunning strike.
Okay. What is that, a con save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Constitution. Let me see. I think it's 16.
The guy from the deck
Yep,
attacking
he
us?
saves
One
Okay.
came at me.
without a problem on that one.
The one tried to attack my.
I will pop again.
Okay.
Second attack is even higher. 25.
25
Hit.
hits.
Ooh, that's good. 11 damage.
Okay.
And I'll spend another key point, stunning strike again.
Okay. Saves again. He's got a pretty fat con score.
I will spend a key point to patient defense.
Want to
Okay.
become famous?
No, I'm good. Okay. Is that your turn? You patient
Yep.
defensing? That's disadvantage on attacks against you, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, and that first attack, I
Okay.
forgot to say, add another 7 damage to that because I'm in my wings.
Okay.
And the radiant damage.
Gotcha. All
Sorry.
right. So it's the rock's turn. It is going to, since it did see you, it's going to take a swipe at you with its beak.
Disadvantage.
Ew. That is still not terrible. 17 to hit.
That misses barely.
Okay, so it sort of tries to peck you and misses. You dodge out of the way with the patient defense. You're able to line up exactly where he's going to go. He will. Let's see. What's he going to do? He thinks you might be a bit too difficult. So he's going to move past you. Go towards the ship. The first thing he's going to come into contact with, he's going to try to hit with talons on that guy, and you can take an attack of opportunity if you want to.
I will.
Hey, really?
Probably gonna miss. 14.
14 does miss. He's going to try to attack this guy. This is talons.
Jack, stop.
That hits. Oops. Okay, so he picks up this guy and takes him over there with him, and you can see that that guy, he is no longer moving. He just gets swept up by the talons, and they're like pierce his abdomen, and he's and then is just limp in the claw. So he's gonna fly over there, and then he's gonna swing out and around and come for another pass. And that is his turn. Beak, you are up.
I'm in the doorway, right?
Yep.
Can I back up 5 feet in that doorway?
Sure. You can be down a little bit.
Can't move myself.
Really?
Oh, I got the wrong. Okay, I'm drawing on things. Back up 5 feet.
So you're underneath
and
now?
I'm in the doorway now.
You're underneath that deck now?
Is like stairs down? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I still see out?
Yeah. You can't see the rock from there, but you can see all those dudes standing right there.
Okay, I want to cast Hold Person on that guy that's in front of me.
Okay, he's going to take an attack of opportunity on you as you... Well, is he going to do that? No, he's not going to do that. So you're going to cast Hold Person on that guy?
Yeah.
What kind of save is that?
Wisdom. 14, I think.
Okay. He fails. So he is paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm blocking the I want to shut the door.
There's no door.
Oh, okay.
It's just
I'm
open.
I'm in the way though of people coming down here.
Yeah, they would have to go past you. I mean, they would have to like move you. And actually now he's sort of standing in the way too. All right, is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Galahad.
I'm going to...
So you're not actually standing next to Beak. You're up on top.
Yeah. Wait. What am I... Oh, okay, I know what's happening. Okay, I'm going... Come on now. I'm going to move to here. Whoop. And I'm going to shoot a fireball at that bird.
Okay.
And I'll explode the bird.
It's going to explode.
It's a dex save.
You're gonna singe its feathers, are you?
15.
Gal had popped up there and went, prepare to die.
I'm gonna roll a bunch of 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Okay.
Still at 27 damage.
It does save, so that's 13 fire damage.
Yeah, and it'll look spectacular. Maybe it'll scare him off.
So yeah, it
Singes
blows
the
up on him, and
squirrel.
he's and sort of like some of his pinions get a little singed, and you can see the body that he had in his claw. He actually drops it because it's singed and it splashes into the water
Yeah.
as it's on fire, falls into the water. There's a little steam comes
Just wait
off.
until I rewrite this spell. It's gonna be great.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Melmore.
Well, Melmar's kind of like looking around right now. One, he looked up at the bird and he's like, "What can I do with that? Nothing."
Well, I will say that you know
then
that it came down, swooped in, and then it turned around and looks like it's going to swoop in again. And you can hold an action if you want to.
But then he kind of looked over, and I saw some kind of commotion over by Beak.
Okay.
So right now he's gonna move. I think he's gonna move over with these guys, like here, right, like in between them all. Because I don't know, he's got a death sentence, I guess.
Okay. Is that all you're doing?
There you go, that's why.
Are you going to hold any actions? Oh, actually, if you wanted to, you could have made an attack of opportunity on the rock as well as it passed by. I'll let you do that if you want to do that from the last round.
Okay.
Because it
GM
did
told me to.
go in and out.
All right. Well. 17 hit.
17 hits.
Does. Had 9 damage.
Okay, is that 9 total? Has it already added that 2?
Yeah, it added.
Okay.
4. I don't know how. Why does it get 9 slashing damage?
Probably 3. Your weapon probably adds some, and you add your strength modifier and then
I don't know.
slashing.
I guess it's 9. It's 9.
Okay.
It does all the math. I just clicked the button.
Okay. Alrighty. So it takes that, and then you still have your action and bonus action for this turn.
All right.
And those guys you
So-
saw, they did not take an attack of opportunity. They were either scared or focused on something else.
So I think Melmore is just going to. I don't know what he wants to do here. I think he's just going to tap this guy on the shoulder to get his attention.
Which guy?
He's not going to. The guy that was looked like he was being aggressive to Beak.
Okay, you tap him on the shoulder. He does not move. He is eerily still.
All right. Well, that was my action. I just tapped him on the shoulder. Nothing happened.
Okay.
All right. That's it for me. End my turn here.
Okay. It is the dudes' turn. This one just saw his buddy get taken off in the talons, so he is going to try to run over here, but there's a bunch of dudes in the way, so he's going to end up stopping just short. This guy, does he get to make another save at the end of his turn?
End of his turn, yeah.
Okay. And it's what's the natural 1. Doesn't matter what the number was. He does not save. This guy's gonna step up and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's looking towards you, Beak. This guy is going to turn around and see what's going on over there, and this guy is going to turn to look at the rock. This guy will go ahead and scoot up a little bit since his buddy moved.
Rock is a legendary beast, dude.
And this guy's going, whoopsie.
Ah,
The boat's moving away. This guy's going to turn and ready an attack in case he comes back. And so is this guy. Seraph.
Are they attacking us? Like,
I'll move over here,
They haven't attacked us yet.
and I'll throw a couple of sun bolts.
the guy paralyzed tried to grab me.
He tried to grab
Yeah, they're checking on.
Beak, but that was it.
Those two are checking out their buddy. And then started to look in Beak's direction.
12 on the first sun bolt.
12 misses.
Second one, it's a little better. 18.
18 hits.
Go. That will do. Crappy. 5 plus 7, so 12.
Okay.
12 damage on that one. And then I'll use a bonus action to just throw one more.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to miss. 13.
13 misses. So you throw the first one, and this sort of tilts its wings and dodges the second one. You anticipate, and you hit it in the second one, but then it tilts back the other way, and you miss with the third one. Is that your
My turn there.
All right.
Yep.
It is the rock's turn. and you can't stop him. We'll move this guy over here. He's splooshed
Jack's
into the
tail.
water.
Blocking my stream.
So he's going to swoop back in between the masts again.
Swoop him.
Let's stop there and make a beak attack on... Actually, he's going to make a talon attack on this guy.
That's an incredible reach.
Nope, that's
Pretty
how
big.
monsters
Look at
work.
him. He takes up. He
He's probably like
takes up.
15 feet or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's like what 40 foot wide.
Yeah, his wingspan. You ever seen a bird attack something
Actually,
at
that
the
may
edge
still
of its
hit.
wingspan?
Actually, that does still hit. All right.
Meow.
So he goes in with the talons on that guy, and he deals...
What, Jack?
Okay, so he grabs this guy. He'll take him with him as he goes, but this guy also just gets grabbed with the talons piercing him, and he immediately goes limp, and he's going to make a beak attack at the next person in line, which is you, Melmore. That is a 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And you will take 25 points of piercing damage as he flies by. He beaks you. Almost takes a big chunk out of you. Flies over here
Yeah,
and then does a big turn around and gets ready to swoop in again.
Do we get our attacks of opportunity?
Yep. Anyone take attack of opportunity that you're going to? Actually,
I
he'll take 2 from those other guys as well.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
Oh man. 6 damage.
Okay.
6 damage.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Seven damage.
Okay. And both of that guy, before he got grasped in the talon, he did take a swing and missed, and the other guy also swung and missed. That is the rock's turn. Beak,
Jack, come on,
you are up.
man.
My turn?
Yep.
Well, I'm kind of stuck. Whoa, can I see anything other than the one guy I've got stuck?
So you see that one guy you got stuck. You see the 2 guys on either side of him, sort of staring in at you. And then as you're looking at them, you see a rock just go by the ship, grab one of them. A bunch of blood spurts across the deck, and you see it beak Melmore, who's just on the other side of the thing, and then it goes out of vision again.
Can I see this guy?
Yeah, you can see that guy.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna cast infestation on him.
Okay.
Try to save Melmore a bit. So
No one's attacking
roll a con.
Melmore except for the rock.
No, but this
Yeah.
forces him to move 5 feet, so I'm hoping to bounce him out so he's next in line and not
Oh.
Melmore.
Okay.
I'm feeding the rock.
Okay. What save is it?
14.
Con 14. He saves.
What happens? Just some spiders on him.
So he sees some
and an eye.
spiders and he's like, this must be what that other guy was talking about. And they go away. And he's like, I'm okay. There's a giant rock still. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll just hang out here.
Just hang out right here. Galahad.
Galahad is going to. Where? Oh, that bird's behind my character sheet. I'm gonna run over to this side of the ship. Doop, 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 doop.
Ah! In the water he goes.
Splash.
And I'm gonna. This time I'm gonna shoot that bird with a lightning bolt.
All right.
Same save though.
Oh, it's
Same
just a
damage
save.
and everything.
Ooh, bow, bow.
Natural
bad on
20 on the save, so he will resist half of it. So that's 12.
Yeah.
All right, so you see Galahad go to the side and he starts to move his hands around. All of a sudden, the lightning shoots out from his hands, and the bird misses some of it, but it takes a little bit on the underside. And shocked, it again drops its prey into the water.
Slowly taking these guys out.
This guy is splooshed into the water.
Splish splash, he was taking a bath.
Not bad. And that's the end. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Melmore.
Melmore's not very happy right now with that stupid bird. So he's gonna try to shoot it with his crossbow.
Okay. Oh, and I looked it up. You can't. It's loading is not a bonus action. You just can't fire it twice on the same turn unless you have the feat. 21 hits.
Oh, jeez. 3 damage.
I think I'm supposed to be adding the dueling style. I think it's supposed to be 5 damage total.
It won't add it to this because it's not a melee attack. It's not a dueling style attack.
Okay, well, I'll add 4 for
won't
the
add
other
it to a
attacks, so 7 total.
It added the dueling style for the other attacks.
Did it?
It already added. Yeah, that's why it's so much more than what I rolled. It added it.
Okay. I'll subtract. I'll add 4 back then. Okay. Is that your turn?
If you really want to just give it bonus damage, you go right ahead.
Well, it
Take
doesn't
more.
seem. It seems low, but okay.
Crossbow don't get bonus from that. It's not
Okay.
a melee attack.
All right, is that your turn? Are you going to move it all?
All right, Melmore is actually he's just going to. Yeah, he's just gonna stay here.
Okay. It is their turn. So after these guys have like looked over their buddy and is paralyzed, this guy's going to move in here. And let's see. He's going to try to stab you, Beak, because he thinks that you've messed with his friend. So that is a 15 to hit.
15, I think does hit. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be surprised when Beak turns into a dinosaur and eats you.
So you take 5 points of piercing damage, and he is going to reach back and try to swing at you again with a short sword. That one is a 11. That misses.
Yeah.
So he comes in at you after he's found out that you've done something to his friend, and he stabs you, and then tries to stab you again, and
He
you
didn't see nothing.
miss it. He suspects because his friend is staring at you and not moving, and that's what they did last turn, was basically look him over, sort of like a medicine check turn. And then he's gonna back out, just to act like nothing has happened, because he
I'll
doesn't.
stab him then.
Okay, go for it.
With, I guess I just have.
Now you've got a cat problem too.
Yeah, so he jumps in, stabs you, takes 2 attacks, and he sort of looks around to see if anyone's looking, and he sort of moves back out.
Well, Melmore saw that, right?
Yeah, Melmore saw it, but he's mainly looking for like crew and the captain. He doesn't care
I'll
about
just.
Melmore.
I don't think I have my spear. Wouldn't have my spear out, so I guess I'm just gonna punch it.
I just noticed
Okay.
that on everyone's screen but mine, it looks like I jumped in the water.
Yes.
On my screen, it's fine.
Yeah, it does look like you're in the water.
I don't have my What's a punch? It's just
It is
I'll just do dagger and I'll
it's proficiency plus strength modifier for unarmed, I think.
Okay, so I'll just do the spear then.
Yeah, you can grab it and attack in one go.
Ooh, whoops. Rolled twice.
23
There
hits.
you go.
Either one hits.
So with the it's is it just strength damage?
It is for unarmed. It's supposed to be just your strength modifier is the damage.
Okay, so 1
Plus 1.
2.
Okay. So you punch him on his way out, and you punch him in the back of the head. He's like, oh! And then-
shout up in a tizzy.
And then this guy sees you do that, and he's going to move in and try the same little maneuver where he runs in, stabs you a couple times, and acts like nothing happened.
There's a dagger in my stomach.
First one is going to be a miss. Second one.
So no one beside where's the captain and where's the crew?
The captain's over here, and the crew are all holding stuff down, mainly focused on this rock.
So they're just like
this
stabbing
captain's not
him.
looking at what the crew or the other people are doing right now.
Yeah, they're not really paying attention. There's a giant bird attacking their ship. They're not really paying attention close to what's happening on the other side of the ship there.
'Cause if I was the captain, I'd be worried about that bird. You know?
Also, this is like, you can't really see it because he backed down a staircase. Like halfway down the staircase.
I'm gonna go
underneath the
summon a
thing.
tower. I'm gonna go summon a tower really quickly in front of the bird so it hits it.
Second attack is 22.
That's a hit.
So second attack will do
Subject.
3 more points of piercing damage with that short sword.
Whoa.
And then he's going to move back out here. And
You
then
should run under deck and come up near the captain.
Beak shrieking.
he's going to look at your shrieks
sound
are
like
drowned
that
out
too,
by
though.
screes from the giant rock.
Squee! Is that the sound the rock's making?
Yep.
Squee!
And he's going to jump back out there and look at the rock. This guy is going to just watch the rock as it goes by, and he's going to ready an attack for the next time it comes in.
Does he smell what it's cooking?
Yep.
Nice.
Sarah, you're up.
I
Make your wisdom.
am.
You're safe. You're hold person safe.
Oh. I don't think he saves. Is it wisdom?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a 9, so I don't think he saves.
I'm going to fly out again,
All right.
and I'm going to take a swing with
Punch
the
this
quarterstaff.
bird in his face.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Alright. Ooh, that's good. 11 damage. And stunning strike.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight a rock for like the next 2 days.
That was a 26 on
500 health.
con save.
Okay. He didn't make it.
He's totally stunned.
Alright, next attack. That's gonna miss with the 11.
Yeah,
And then I will patient defense.
Okay. Sort of hits and like is flapping at you, but seems less interested in
Oh,
you.
that first attack had an extra 7 damage. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Okay.
How? Okay, well, I'll worry about that on my turn.
Okay. All right. It's the rock's turn. He sees you and he like sort of caws it right in your face, and then continues to ignore you because he has killed 2 already. He just wants to get more of them, so he's going to go to there. So you can make your attack of opportunity if you want.
I shall do that. And I shall miss with an 11.
Okay. He's going to make the talon attack at this guy. And that hits. So that is... Oh, wrong stat block. Nine. Just enough. He does it again. He grabs
Nice.
this guy. You see the talons just squeeze into him, and he goes limp in the bird's claw. And he's going to take it out there with him as he goes by. And he's going to make one more beak attack at Melmore as he goes by.
This bird's killing all these guys, and they're like, "Screw that bird! Let's stab this other bird."
Let's say 20 something to hit. 24, I think.
It hits. Anything above 20.
He's rolling pretty well. Oh, not
that.
so much there. Jeez.
Roll attacks.
That is 16 piercing damage as he beaks you and as he flies by, and you can take attack of opportunity if you want. And he goes out there and swoops, does another big swoop around to try to. Looks like he's gonna come back again.
22.
22 hits.
12 damage.
Okay. He's starting to show some wear now. The rock. And that is the rock's turn. Beak, you are up.
Okay.
What is the rock cooking?
He's cooking some scouts.
I have held off my this for a while, so I think I'm allowed to do this now because I've been stabbed a couple times. I'm gonna walk up 5 feet, grab the guy that's paralyzed, take a 5-foot step, dump him into water.
Okay. So make an athletics check to see if you can hoist him up that way.
Now.
So you get him to the edge, and you can't quite tip him over this turn, but next turn you'll be able to, whether you make or fail it.
It's all.
The
I still have
hoisting.
my action though, right?
No, that would be your action. Would be to try to throw him overboard. You can drag him to there for free, but you can't throw him overboard without taking an action.
He's just like a statue right now, right?
Yep. So he's dragged. We'll say he's right there for now.
Oh, he's only at that one square. I didn't even get him in the other square.
Well, he's we'll say he's there, but I just don't. Oops, I don't know what that is.
That's a line.
It is a line. Get out of here, line. Say he's.
There's a whole bunch of lines right there. I can see them.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I was trying to drag my guy around, and I had the wrong thing on me.
Oh.
What is going on here? It's lines everywhere. Okay. So let's say he's there.
Okay. Man, I'm gonna want to throw him over. I'm just gonna. I don't. What is there? How big is this? Like a big railing, I guess, on the side.
It's a bit of a railing because
Okay,
you're
get
up
him.
on top of the.
I just he's a statue. I just push his head and he just topples.
No, he's still got some weight on the bottom half of him. He's not completely top heavy.
It's a little bit of a rail though, not a big rail.
Yeah, but you also rolled a 5 on your athletics, so.
All right. Well, I guess I can't do anything else. That's all I can do.
Unless you have something for a bonus action.
I'll just hang up here with him.
Okay. So how you been? Galahad.
I'm going to. How high off the water is this bird?
Let's see. The boat.
First, I'm going to move to
Top of the boat's probably 15 feet, and he's probably about 15 feet above that, so 30-ish.
Okay. Where are all the people? Can you mark? Are they like in here?
So the statue guy is there, and then there's only two other. This guy and this guy are the only other two
I don't wanna kill the
passengers. The crew are like all over.
Oh, poopy. Okay. So, but even 10 feet off the deck, I wouldn't be able to hit him anyways. When he flies over the deck, he's 15 feet above.
When he flies over the deck to grab someone, he's
Yeah.
right next to it.
So, okay. I want to hold an action.
Yeah, because he's like
When he gets-
swooping down and going back up, and then swooping down and going back up.
When he gets about right here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting close, from the edge of the ship, where it's not going to hit any of the crew, I'm going to have a tidal wave come off the edge of the ship and hit him midair.
Okay. All right. Action held for that. Anything else for this turn?
That's it.
Okay. Melmore.
All right. Melmore has had it with this bird, and he doesn't want to get hit again. So I think he's going to use his action and try to.
Full defense?
I think he wants to try to switch, like throw this guy out further in the middle of the ship. This guy right here.
Okay.
Let's try to grab him and like kind of switch places with him, more or less.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Get
an
him on the
attack
other
roll.
side. see. I'm gonna just need to roll a d20 then.
Yeah, just do that, and then plus your proficiency and strength bonus.
7. It'd be 18.
Okay, so yeah, that's enough to grab him. And then what are you trying to do?
And then I'm trying to switch places with him. I'm trying to get him out where I'm at, and then I'm gonna move myself into where he's at.
Okay, so you can drag him to here would be 10 feet of your movement, because then you would be there. So you've used 10 feet of your movement, and you're there.
Oh, I'm saying I just want him. I want to move in this way. I don't want to throw him out where he out.
Right, but I'm saying like to do this within the limitations of the rule set, to drag him is double movement. Because you can't, unless you want to try to throw him, but that would take an athletics roll.
Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to try to throw him out there.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check then.
That's what I was trying to do.
I'll say that it's going to be 13 is the number you're looking for. You got it.
18.
So you step in, sort of lift him over you.
Oh, throwing him over.
And then
I want to throw him out. Yeah.
You're going to move there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just sort of lift him over you and switch positions. And you are still currently grappled unless you want to let go.
No.
Let go.
Yeah, I want to let go of him. I just want him out closer to where the bird's going to swoop.
Okay. Do you want to shove him as you let go?
Yeah, I want to shove him. I want to get him as far out into the middle.
Okay, so since you're a fighter, I'll just make another attack, and if you hit, then you'll shove him 5 feet.
So we'll roll a d20 out plus 7.
Yeah, that hits. So you shove him another 5 feet back.
All right, and then that's where I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
That gets him away from my friend, too.
All right. It is the.
You bet it's not shoved from Baldur's Gate. Pushing him back 30 feet.
30 feet, jeez.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like a wizard, and I went up on top of a tower, and I said, "Watch this," and I go, "Poop," and he gets knocked off the top of the mountain and falls.
Awesome.
All right, it is their turn, so they are going to turn and look at you, dwarf. And then see this goes over here, tries to save his friend from being. He sees what Beak is doing, and he's going to try to grab Beak. So it's going to be an attack roll of 11.
Nope.
So he tries to grab you, and you just sort of shrug him off. He's going to try to do it again. That one is a 19.
That's a grab.
Okay, he's going to grab you, and he's going to start dragging you down off the stairs. So you end up going, whoops, there. So that's 15 feet of his movement. He's going to drag you another, like right on the mast there. That's 20 feet, 25 feet. He's sort of dragging you against the thing. Then he's going to let go of you and back up to there, because that's as far as he can get. And this guy, having just been picked up and thrown a bit, is going to try to run back over here, and he's going to try to do the same thing to you. That is 16.
What are we going with?
Just try to hit.
Is that me or?
Melmore.
I have a 20 AC, so.
Okay, so yeah, he tries to grab you, and he can't. Your plate is too slippery. There's nothing to grab a hold of.
It's a little wet right now from that.
So he tries to grab it, there's nothing there, and he's like, and he tries to grab you again, and you just sort of shoulder his hand, and it sort of jams his wrist a little bit. And that is going to be it for him. And then that guy gets to try to save again. Oh, maybe. What's the number to beat?
14.
Nope. He got a 13. So he's still a statue, just sitting on the edge of the railing. Seraph,
He
you're up.
rolls all these low numbers for these little guys, but the bird comes around, 28.
All right, I'm gonna throw a couple sunbolts.
Okay.
Let's see. That's gonna miss on the first one. Second one is gonna miss as well. I'm going to bonus action. Patient defense.
Are you underneath my character sheet?
All right, so you're patient defensing over there?
Yep.
All right, it's the Rock's turn. He's got one claw holding a dude. He's going to swoop in and try to grab this guy.
No, he's gonna swoop in and get hit by a tidal wave.
So what's happening with the tidal wave?
It's gonna come off the side, smack into him. He needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
Not great damage, but that's
Man,
not really what
what's
the
with
point
all your ones today, Eric?
I know.
Jeez.
Because I'm being a good person in this campaign, not killing everyone.
That's only an 8, so that he takes full damage on that one.
And it knocks him prone.
Prone? Oh, jeez. Okay, so
right down into the water, gets slapped by a wave, and falls down in the ocean.
Would he be prone on top of the ship though? 'Cause he's
No,
already-
it would have hit him before he hit the edge of the got over the edge.
Trying to
Besides,
decide,
if it
'cause he's
stopped him
going
right there and he fell
fast.
straight down. I mean, if you were going fast and a 30-foot wide, 10-foot wall of water came up right in front of you, you'd come to a dead stop, I'd think. It also pushes you 10 feet, I think.
can you link this
Oh, no,
spell?
never mind. Just knock prone. Just knock prone.
Okay. So he takes the full damage, and we'll say that he falls onto the deck of the ship, like his tail's still hanging off. But he is prone. So he's still got a dude in his hand, and he's like screaming, "Scrah!" And he stands. He gets back to his feet on this ship, and it's like moving because he's so heavy. And he looks around, and he's "Scrah!" right at Beak now, and he's gonna try to take he's gonna try to hit you with his
Bite
beak.
out a beak.
Yep.
He's gonna beak.
Yep. He's gonna
I'm
beat
not
Beak.
happy with Galahad right now.
This was fine. You made it land.
I had this all set up to get this guy out there so I wouldn't have to kill him myself.
He ran back. He ran back before that, anyways.
Let's see. That is a 28 to hit. And Beak will take 29 points of piercing damage as he gets a chunk of Beak, and he's going to make a talon attack at this guy. That will hit. Okay, so he grabs this guy in his other talon, and this guy, as the claws sort of sink into him, you see him scream, and he's like writhing in pain, not going limp like the other ones, because he had just a little bit worse of a roll. And he is only going to get to, because he had to stand up, he's only going to get to about there. He starts to take off and fly again, but he only gets about that far away. And he's got one guy in each talon now. And that is his turn. What?
You got 2 guys now?
Yep. One guy in each talon. And Beak, you're up.
I'm going to shift to a giant spider.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make my way up here.
Making my way.
Down.
Shoving that guy off.
Making my way.
Okay.
Down.
Go ahead and make an athletics roll as a spider.
Did he get up and fly away while I wasn't looking?
He got up and
Paying
started to
attention
fly
the
away.
cat.
He
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 stood
didn't
up
make it off the ship.
And started to fly away. But you took off
Punch
a
him.
bunch of his movement, making him stand up.
He's slow now. Punch him. Run up and punch him in the tail.
Punch him in the cloaca.
Yeah. Punch him in the cloaca, Seraph. Get
I'll
him right
use
in the
my-
bird
I'll use-
anus, Seraph.
I'll use my staff.
I bet you will.
I think it's plus one more.
I like creatures that are
Okay.
bigger than me. Just look what I did with that giant.
So, as a spider, you
He's got a
run
big
up there.
farm, dude.
That was just like a bull rush. I just run up there, boom, knock him off.
Yeah, you you run up to him and just sort of like shove him over with one leg. You hear splash as a paralyzed guy is going into the water.
You-
Thinking,
Is that my action to bull rush him, or can I? Is that part of a move? Then I still get a bite.
We'll say that's your bonus action.
Oh, my bonus action was shifting.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, that's going to be an action to move him off the ship.
Actually, where was I? I was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to be bigger. I'm a big spider now.
I think I still, yeah.
I guess what I'll do is I can't really stand anywhere. I'm just gonna claw around the side of the ship and come over here and just sit on the side of the ship.
There you go.
So I clambered up here, knocked him off, and then I'm gonna claw. I'm gonna sit like on the side of the ship, so whenever the thing comes flying over, I can grab it
Okay.
or bite it.
All right. Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Galahad.
I just want to let you know that I just got that text from you that said D&D time.
Nice.
Sometimes Discord's really slow about messages.
That was a
That
I
text.
got your message.
That was a text message.
I got your message about playing a game of Dota after I played 2 games of Dota later that night. That you sent way
Let's
before
see here. I'm going to. I've spent all my level 3 spells. I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna summon a dust devil in front of him right here, right here. So when he
Okay.
flies over the edge of the ship, he's gonna have to deal with that wind, baby. Oh, I guess I'll move to that side of the ship too, just to stay consistent. So as he flies into it, he will have to take a. He will have to make a what is it? Strength saving throw.
Okay. So you're making it now, or you're holding
That's
your
it.
turn until it goes?
Oh no, I'll put it in front of him, and he'll have to
Okay.
just hit it as
Can
he
you-
flies.
can you
'cause
link the
birds
spell?
can't fly straight up. Why, yes, I can.
Can we get a gift?
What a nice
with
guy.
with a dust
Oh,
devil?
can I get a gif of a windy tornado? Right
You know
there?
what? I think you can now.
Hey! It's not very big. It's only 5 foot, but
A little bitty one.
little bitty tornado. Give me that gif.
I don't know if I have anything that's going to look particularly great.
Maybe you have one that looks like a spinning, like a thing of
Vortex.
clouds or something.
Looks like a cloudy vortex, right? And then one that looks like that.
Well, I have a green one that looks like a cloudy vortex. I guess we can use that.
Just change the hue.
Bam.
Not-
So
Yeah,
it's 5
look
feet.
at
That's where it is.
That's
Or right
well.
here.
Put it a little closer. Yeah, there you go. That way, right? Because he could probably take off and like get higher than it. But
Okay. So that just pops up in front of him. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Fancy.
Yeah.
All right, Melmore.
I'm blowing the spells for this
Right.
fight.
Melmore finally gets like, I can attack him now. And he runs up, like right next to him, and he's gonna start just making attacks.
All right, go to town.
Random rock fight.
He's going to attack once. This battle axe.
I have a pet rock in my other
12.
campaign.
Sure, that
12 misses.
So he swings and he kind of whiffs that one. And he's like, alright. He makes a second attack.
Oh no.
Like, all right, I gotta hit the bird. You run up to him, and it's like flapping in sort of not in a way that you can predict.
And
And you're
then
unable to connect.
Unpredictable flapping.
Melmore's going to use his extra attack.
You're gonna action surge.
Yep, we're going to action surge and take an extra attack here. Probably miss again.
Yes, you will. But you got one more try.
That's it, right? 3 attacks.
Well, because you action surge, because you get, as your attack, as a fighter, you get an extra attack if you attack. So then you action surge and you get all that over again. So you get one more.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. 14.
So you're getting closer, but it's just
More
dancing around in a way that you can't quite
Just
gauge
keep
where it's
going
going to
through his
be.
feathers.
Almost as
feathers.
big as a ship. You keep missing it.
He's trying to
Right
go for
through his
that
feathers.
that tender spot, and instead of just hitting it. All right, is that your turn?
And yep, that's my turn.
Okay.
Then we're just
Melmore
like,
doing
put his
called
head
shots.
down.
All right, so it's their turn, the dude's turn. He's going to try to shake loose of this claw. And he fails. So he's trying to get loose. He's screaming in pain as these talons are like puncturing his torso. And he is unable to do anything about it. This guy just saw a giant spider push his friend overboard. And his other friend is being taken by a rock. And the talons, he doesn't know what to do. He is just going to...
How fast do you sink in 6 seconds?
Depends on how much air you got in your
If you're
lungs.
not,
If you mean completely still.
He's going to run over to the edge
I can
here
float.
and try to see his friend. That's what he is going to do.
Is he gonna jump off?
So he spots him, and he's indecisive. He's not going to do anything. He's just going to stare at him and think about what to do.
I think my
Seraph.
map is exactly like half a tile off from you guys' map.
Oh, he gets
He
to make
looks like
another
he's
save.
about to jump.
You what?
He gets to make another save. What's the number?
14.
He finally wakes up. So he's going to wake up at the end of his turn underwater, and that is their turn. Seraph, you're up.
I'm going to run up behind this dude,
Hope you can swing better than I did.
and I will take a couple swings with my staff.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah, I called it.
That hits.
He's got them cheater dice all loaded up, dude.
I called it before I even rolled it.
Does
Natural 20.
He does natural 20 damage on a
Makes
D8.
sense, 20 damage.
11 damage plus my 7, so
18?
18 damage.
You
Okay.
need those crit cards, dude.
And
Michael, you got your crit cards?
Yeah,
I'll
right
take
here.
another swing.
Kneecap that bird.
Natural 20.
16.
16 hits.
Very nice. 8 damage on that one.
Okay.
And I will spend my last key point to flurry of blows.
Okay.
And first one is 17.
17 hits.
Ooh, that's the wrong dice. 8 damage
Okay.
on the first flurry of blows. Second one is a miss.
All right. So the first one, you clock him right in the cloaca, and he's you can see him sort of be a bit startled, and you get him good. Hit him again, and that last one, he's aware of you now, and he moves out of the way just a little bit. Are you going to move anymore, or is that your turn?
I'll stay there.
Okay. It is the rock's turn. So he was getting ready to fly off in that direction. Sees a dust devil pop up in front of him. So he stops, pushing backwards in the air as he gets a little bit more altitude, and then starts to turn and go around and head out this way. And you guys can take attacks of opportunity if you like.
I would like to.
Oh, I will. But I
Dodging.
won't hit him.
Dodging my dust devil?
I missed.
Natural
20! It's 10.
It's like 10. Yep.
What's up with all your ones, Ray?
Uh,
Oh.
I've been
so-
rolling garbage.
No. Why is it
I've
doing
been
that?
rolling garbage.
Garbage rolls all day.
Stop that.
And by all day, he means from 7 o'clock till now.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Life rolls are garbage too. Okay, There's such a thing.
Why? Just select.
No.
Oh my
I
god.
take my dice the right way. That's true.
Okay, there we go.
I'll
There
give
we
him a
go.
Spin.
All right, so then he takes that damage and he starts flying off, and he does not look like he's going to turn around now. He just keeps going. With one dude in each talon, he seems satisfied to head back to wherever he came from.
We got less troublemakers to deal with on the ship now.
God dang it.
Let's see. So we'll stay in combat for a
figure out-
round here and see what happens. Beak, your turn.
Trying to see how fast you swing in 6 seconds. There's no answer. Math.
Math. How to answer this question with math?
I'm just gonna watch that guy in the water, and if he does pop his head back up, I'm gonna web him.
Okay. Galahad.
I'm going to. Where's the measuring stick here?
Hey, leave the nice bird
This
alone.
rock is way far away now.
I know. Just where is the measuring stick? It's here we go.
It's a big circle with a thing.
Fourth one down.
Okay, I'm gonna move this tornado to right. Well, on my screen behind that guy, but I assume it's on top of him. I want
Okay.
it to be behind him so it blows him away.
So you want to move it to like there?
Yeah, on my screen that would be right behind him.
Okay. That's right behind him on my screen as well.
Have him make a strength save.
Okay. He makes a strength save of not good. That is a 2.
Okay, well he gets pushed 10 feet off the side of the boat.
Okay, so as he's
And
looking
takes a
over the
D8 of
edge, trying to decide if he should help his friend, a dust devil comes up behind him and he gets thrown out overboard and takes 7 damage. And then splash, he's in the water as well.
That mean they're all gone now?
There are 2 in the water,
Even behind.
and there are 4 in the water, 2 of which are dead and floating off to the sides that the rock dropped. And then the rock took 2, and there's 2 right now over here alive in the water.
I'll get rid of the dust devil now.
Yeah, is
Okay.
the boat moving away from him? Are the sails up?
Yeah, it's been moving a little bit this whole time, so they're probably, I don't know, 50-ish feet, between 50 and 100 feet behind you now.
I pull out my hurdy-gurdy and play a sea shanty. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Ring.
Wrong character.
Is that your turn?
Yeah,
Okay, Galahad. Or, sorry,
that
Melmore.
was me.
Galahad.
Melmore.
What? The fight's over, right?
It is if you want it to be. We're just still in turn order because there were attacks being made on those other guys on the boat. So if there's anything you would like to do,
Momor is going to. Well, since we're still in combat and he's not sure what's going on, he's going to just second wind and get a little bit of his health back.
okay,
So,
is that your turn?
That's what we're going
Yeah.
to do.
how do you do that? Oh, you roll 1d10. Got it. 10
Nice.
plus 7, 17 health.
So it's their turn now. This guy that just got thrown off is screaming for help. He's like, "Help me! Man overboard!" And you see one of the deckhands on this side of the ship hears that, and the rock having left, he's looking behind him, and then he hears man overboard, looks over, and then sees it and goes, "We got a man overboard!" So a bunch of them sort of run together and throw him a rope.
No.
I'm gonna
Burn
go.
the
I'm gonna
rope.
go. I'm gonna go fly over there and help pick one out of the water.
Well, he is going to say man overboard. He's going to get thrown a rope. The other guy is then going to pop out, but circumstances have changed, so if you don't want to use your held action, you can not if you'd like to. It's up to you. The other guy's going to pop out and gasp for air.
But they're way out there now, right?
What do you mean?
I went.
You should also know that in the distance, you see a certain party member with giant gold wings come to save one of them.
Yeah, I
that
just want
changes your
to go
decision.
like as a spider, pop up and try to scare the people trying to help him. Not like angrily, but just like, look, it's a spider. Then
No,
they
He doesn't
stop
hold
and
any
scare.
grudges.
Okay,
or
make
anything.
we'll do an intimidation check with disadvantage then,
I
because
was
you're not
fighting
actually.
a rock on the other side of the boat.
Oof.
Nope. Like, we're sailors. We've seen that before.
I've seen a 30-foot wide spider.
Nah,
in my
he's
day.
startled for a second, but he's focused on the job at hand. So his
Yar.
rope's out there. And then Seraph, it's your turn. So you're gonna go help.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run over there. We'll say we're out of combat at this point. Then.
I'll just fly down and help and grab one, scoop one out, and
I would like to grab the rope and yank it and take it from him.
Okay. What are you doing
I'm trying
exactly?
to save the guy that stabbed me. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna grab the rope and toss it in the water.
Well, that's where they tossed it already.
Well, they're holding one end, right? Or
Yeah.
is it tied to the ship?
It's tied off, but they're holding it to pull it, but it is tied.
I'll just pull it in. Has he grabbed onto it?
Yeah.
All right, we can just deal with it when they get here, I guess.
Okay.
I'll just stay in spider form and stand there and wait for them to come in.
Okay. All right. So one gets pulled in by rope. Seraph ends up helping along with some other deckhands and ropes, pulling the other one in. And those two are back on board the ship now, cold and shivering.
I will. They're just sitting there, no weapons, on the deck. I'm gonna walk over to I'm gonna shift back into beak form.
Okay.
I'll walk over to the captain. I'll point at my stomach where I'm bleeding with the knives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna stab both of them in the stomach. It's my attempt.
You're gonna what?
He's just gonna stab
Make it
yourself in
fair.
the stomach.
Make an attack on one of them.
The captain's gonna know what I'm doing. I got dagger out. So
Right.
He wants to stop me or whatever.
He's not gonna realize what you're doing until you actually do it to the first one, though. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for it.
Nope, that's not. Oh, I rolled the same number.
7. All right, so he sees you do that, and he's like, "Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa!" And he pulls you back. And some other
I point at my
deckhands try
stomach
to.
again, and I start acting like I need to repay.
You
No,
try
no,
to.
up in the tizzy.
The captain looks at you and says, "He stabbed you in the stomach, did he?"
Aye.
Well,
Hey.
you stabbed him back, so back up.
I point to the other one.
He says, "That's enough." He's not paying attention. He says, "That's enough. That's enough."
No. I point at this one, dagger in hand.
I'll run
Listen,
down. And,
which is
the-
the one that's been
me.
really mean to Beak the whole time?
The one that he just
The
stabbed.
The one that he just stabbed?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dang it. Okay, well, never mind. Stab me.
So,
I'll go. Does the other one look okay besides just being wet?
yeah, he wasn't.
He's got hit by the tornado thing.
Yeah.
Realizing what's going on with Beak, I'll walk over to that one and just one punch.
Okay, go ahead and
Stack
punch him.
14.
14 does not hit.
Ay. I'll swing again.
Okay.
God, even worse.
So you walk up to him, and he's standing there, and you punch him and connect with some armor underneath. It doesn't really do, like, it connects, but it does no damage. And he's like, "Hey!" And then you swing again, and he dodges out of the way. He's like, "Stop it!" As he looks at you, being a human. Or being human-looking. So yeah, they're both on board. One of them has been stabbed. One of them has been punched at. And the captain is trying to get a hold of the situation. He's like, "Everyone, back away from each other."
Sometimes people go missing.
He says, he looks at the two guys and says, "What's happening here?" And they're just both wet and soggy, and it's like, it's all them. Look at them, they're not even human. And the
He starts
captain-
saying that, and I throw another punch.
as you start to wind up, the captain steps in and he goes, "Just a minute." Puts his hand on your chest to try to back you up. Are you going to resist him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll at disadvantage then.
As soon as I see the punch get thrown, I'm casting a spell.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 19.
19 will hit.
Punch. And that does 6 damage.
You had a 19
Okay.
on disadvantage. Damn.
I rolled a 13 and a 17.
Beak, are you casting something?
I am. It's getting very dark and cloudy overhead.
Uh-oh.
God.
Captain sees that and he grabs you. He's like, grab him! And he, like 3 deckhands all grab you, Seraph, and trying to pull you off. And the captain looks up at the storm and he's like, what is happening? He says, he hails the deckhands, grab them as well. And
Well,
4 other deckhands, 2 each grab the other 2 guys, and they've got them held.
as I cast my spell, this thing goes off.
Okay.
Storm appears, and then it's a 60-foot wide cloud, and a lightning bolt comes down.
You can aim the
Call
lightning bolt at one
lightning.
person.
Call lightning.
Okay.
It does each creature within 5 feet of that point, so I'm gonna try to just hit those 2.
Get the captain and everybody.
Okay, well, I mean,
Okay.
you'll know that there are
Lightning.
deckhands standing around at this point. They'll all come over and trying to help this brawl, so it's up to you what you want to do.
I'm gonna before he starts. I see him trying to like kill everyone with lightning. Beak's pretty hurt, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I got this. I'm gonna cast sleep.
The spell's already off.
Yeah,
As soon
you
as I
can.
saw that punch going in, I was casting it. I thought that means it was up. Time to go.
So
Unless you have some kind of
I want to
dispel,
angle
you
it. I can put it behind them
get rid
and
of the
just hit the
spell. But
2, but I guess it might get another person if they're completely surrounded. But I'm gonna try to just get the 2.
roll a d20, and you want to get 11 or higher. Nope, you're gonna hit a deckhand. How much damage does it do?
I can't just like God dang it, Beak! I'm gonna have to kill Beak.
I gotta find it. Hold on, I have it in my Oh, there it is.
Oh,
19 damage.
roasted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of those guys in the deckhand, all dead, shocked by lightning. So now both of those guys are dead, and the deckhand, the closest deckhand to them, also dead. Now the captain is going insane. He's like, whatever is happening needs to stop right now. As Seraph is being pulled away and those 2 guys die, the other 3 deckhands that were coming over to help subdue the other 2 guys, backing up now as there's a scorch mark on the deck from a lightning bolt.
I'm keeping the cloud up, concentrating on that, but I'm not gonna fire any more bolts.
Okay. So he looks over and there's like it's just this tiniest bit of like singeing on the deck is happening, and they're like, make sure that doesn't catch fire, and let him go now. He's not going to hurt anyone now. And so they let Seraph go, and they all over and just sort of pat the deck and try to make sure it's out. And the captain just sort of looks at you, Seraph and Beak. It's like, do you mind explaining yourselves?
Explain
I
myself.
point to my stomach again.
So you're saying they stabbed you?
Aye.
Can I see
I
the
make
wound?
I make the sounds of the bird. Ah, caw, caw. With a knife.
He says, can I see the wound?
Yeah, I show him the wound. I haven't healed myself yet.
So he
I got like
inspects
3
it.
stab wounds, don't I? Do I have 3 of them? I think 2 of them get me.
You point
I
to
have,
the
like, 2
because
stab
you got
wounds
hit by the
and,
bird once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bird's the bad one.
Okay, he rolled high on his medicine check, so he looks in there and as you point to the one, he says, he looks over at those 2 and he goes, well, I'm sorry that happened. Are you responsible for the death of my deckhand, though?
No.
No. Random storm out of nowhere. Caw.
He just sort of looks. Make a deception check.
Where's my deception? Oh, I'm good at deception. Oh yeah.
Okay, he sort of looks at you, squints a little bit, but ultimately doesn't have any evidence. So he's like, well, we'll mourn the loss of the deckhand, I guess.
We did
Is he
take care
dead,
of
or
the
can I
rock.
get him? Because if I had the ability, I'd give him a heal.
Melmer's
The deckhand.
kind of been watching this whole time.
Um,
He's abused.
I'll give you the option to heal the deckhand if you want.
I mean, if he's fried to a crisp, then there's no chance. But if there's hope, I would immediately.
Nah, he had. I mean, it didn't overkill him by more than his health total. So
Give him a heal. Hurry.
that's an NBC. I'll let you do it.
There it is. 8.
So he looks at you and you do that, and he leans down to me. All right? And he's like, "What was that?" He's coughing and
Probably got a cool.
his hair's
Yes,
all
what it was.
staticky
I
and
make
out.
the
His
sound of the lightning coming down.
nails are caramelized.
Does he have that cool like scar that some people get? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about? Yeah. The lightning scar.
So he looks at the guys and he looks at you guys. So what do you know about them?
I'm gonna
check
look.
your
I'm gonna
Anything?
look. Yeah, I'm gonna look at their shoulders.
Make an investigation check.
Come over there and help him.
Investigation.
Okay. And are you both going to roll
16.
separately or one with advantage?
I have a +3,
I have a +7.
so I rolled a 16 already.
That's
Okay.
probably good enough. And actually, yeah, why would I help him? I don't even know about these guys, do I?
I don't remember if you know. I think you know a little
I
bit.
don't think I've ever come in contact with them.
I think you know a little bit just based on what the party has told you.
Ah, yeah, okay.
I don't remember what. Oh, but either way, 16 tells you that yeah, these guys have that brand on their shoulder. And they each had a short sword and like a light crossbow, hand crossbow.
I'm gonna heal myself. Oh. Man, that's at 3rd level.
Is that is that deckhand still looking pretty crispy?
He'll live, but he's not looking amazing.
I'll put my hand on him and heal him for 7 more hit points.
Okay. It's like that feels much better. Thank you.
Sorry about, almost dying.
So he sees you. The captain sees you like looking over the bodies. He's like, "Well, did you know these people?"
They're part of a group called what's the group's name?
Brotherhood of Men.
The Brotherhood of Men.
Damn.
They
Do I get
are
bonus points?
they're a group in the Empire that is
Racist.
Says, "Yeah,
Racist.
they're troublemakers. I know about them."
we've dealt with their kind many times, especially traveling with the group we travel with.
He says,
Up.
he looks at you and says, "Do you need them?"
No.
Oh, no.
He tells
Well,
us- he looks-
I'll check through all their stuff and see if they have anything.
Yeah, that was the investigation check,
Okay.
just to see. He looks at the deck. He gives a nod to the deck hands, and you hear splash, splash, as they are
Sometimes
dumped
people go missing.
overboard.
Some people go miss.
I'll look at the captain. How often do you get attacked by giant birds on the seas?
This is not often, and it was a chance having to take the detour, but usually it's fine. Good
We
news
got it,
is we
though.
didn't lose anyone this time. It took a couple of them and took off, so
We didn't lose anyone, just those guys.
could have been
Lost a lot of
worse.
spell slots.
Just your passengers,
Yeah, but he has no love for the Brotherhood. He doesn't care now that he knows
They're
for
jerks
sure.
anyways, yeah.
Have you had dealings with the Brotherhood?
Not personally, I just know of them.
Nobody likes super racists.
Only semi-racists? Only Capri Suns.
Dude, respect the pouch.
Got my lunch. I'm ready to go to 6th grade.
Delicious. We got a whole bunch of them. They're really good. Forgot how good Capri Suns were, dude.
It's so totally awesome. My mom still cuts the crust off my sandwich.
So great. I love it so much.
They're so small now, though. I
Yeah.
had one not too long ago, and I like took one drink, and I was like,
I
"Oh, it's
know,
all gone."
Yeah. It's like all you suck it down, and you're like, well,
well,
I
better
need
get
a-
another
I need a
4.
mega Capri Sun. And like one I can stick under my arm and squeeze.
Like a bagpipe full.
Yeah, it's like a just like a camelback of Capri Sun.
All right. So
The best part
anyway,
is sucking it completely flat and then blowing it back up. That's the best part.
so anyway, the rest of that day goes on without event.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The boat is now
I mean,
less
it's
crowded.
in the pouch.
So if there's anything you guys would like to do,
I'm gonna go through their room.
make an investigation check.
My sticky fingers. I'm not the best investigator. I steal things in plain sight.
With your somewhat slippery butterfingers. See, in there you would find they had like just a bag. You open it up, it had like another few changes of clothing in it. With that investigation, that's about all you're going to find.
Okay, I'll just take it and I'll throw it overboard.
Okay.
Beak assumes that's where it goes.
All right.
That's where they go. That's where their clothes go.
All right.
Because up there, you forgot your clothes.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Melmor's just going to continue to help with the ship because he's been learning and he can help where that injured crewman they have.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything else for the rest of the day?
I'll go up into the crow's nest and be keeping an eye out.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
It's going to be a crowded crow's nest with the crewman up there.
Oh man. 13.
Okay, yeah, it looks normal now. You're looking back, you can see the edge of the storm that you guys went around. You seem to be past it now and back on a normal course.
I can still hear, but I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
He's gonna wear his
You
headset
mute
to
the
the
mic.
bathroom.
Nice.
Turn your microphone off when you're in.
Mute the mic, please.
They could have said I'm getting up for anything else. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta go to the bathroom. Put my headset on, though.
As soon as we hear the tinkle, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him not be able to pee because we're talking about him.
I can't pee when you're talking about me.
All right. All right. So you guys eat again if you want the hardtack, or if you just want good berries, whatever. There's more hardtack to go around now.
I'll take a hardtack and I'll put a good berry on top, take a bite, and crunchy berry goodness.
Good
I'm
hardtack.
gonna make good berry jam.
Good. Mash it up, spread it over the
Yeah,
hardtack.
The most filling jam ever made.
I ate that jam and I can't fit another bite. Yeah, so that's it for that day. Sun goes down.
I'm still hunting for spiders.
Okay, go ahead and make another investigation check for spiders.
Investigation this time?
Yep.
Oh, that's the worst one. Oh, look at that.
17. You end up finding another web with another spider on it. You now have
Hooray! I
Two
tell what's the
spiders.
spider's name. I do a ritual. Talk to him.
I'll search
Okay.
I'll search for a spider for him too, because I know he's looking for these spiders.
okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check, and then Beak make an animal handling check.
I find the biggest, baddest spider on
Oh,
the
yeah.
on the ship.
This second spider, it has no interest in joining you.
What? I will.
But then Galahad
Oh.
comes running up to you with his hands cupped like this with a spider. He goes,
Oh, you find a tarantula?
it's,
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
it's
I
another
gotta
small
go to
spider.
The Black Widow.
It bites him on the hand
I
and
will
he
start
falls
If it was a
over.
Widow, I wasn't gonna pick it up and cut it.
I'll talk to this one. I'll tell him
Okay.
how he's better than the other guy.
Make another animal handling check.
He's better than the other guy. Hey, spider.
You're better than that other spider, aren't you?
I could have talked to the spider too. I can talk to small animals.
Okay, so that one decides, sure, I'll hang with you. So you got 2 spiders
Right.
with you can. I mean, that third one's up to you with what you do with it. He just expressed no interest in.
No, not against his will.
Okay.
I'll keep talking to him though. Maybe I can turn the tide.
Okay.
I got like an hour of animal speaking. I think animal. I don't know what it is.
So you're just gonna keep like a pack of spiders on you at all times? And
Yeah, so
like,
I can throw them out and I can cast. I can make 3 giant spiders.
you gotta make little makeshift Pokeballs for him?
I choose you.
I choose you, random spider I found on boat.
He keeps running away from you, Beak.
Oh. All right.
All right.
There
So
will be more spiders.
third day. Third day comes. Less eventful now that those other guys are no longer on the boat. No more menacing glances or threatening looks. You guys have your choice of rooms now. There's still 6 down there. If you want to,
We all have our own room now.
if you want to have your own, you can. I guess you could have before that. So there was 2 open ones. But now there's no one threatening you, so you may feel a little bit safer to sleep alone. Nothing going on for the third day either, unless any of you guys want to do anything.
No, I've really got to think about these spell changes now.
Okay. Are you
It's
gonna
gonna be a lot harder.
Are you gonna ever do any research on that?
No, I'm changed. Well, like I had it planned out for the water changes,
Mm-hmm.
but I've changed. I'm not doing water now, so it's gonna be a lot more complicated to adapt something that wasn't ever in D&D.
Ah. Okay. So are you
I
gonna be just
lost my
spending
control yesterday.
You're what?
Sorry.
All right.
I'm just trying to bring up new skills that I learned
Oh.
with the meditations. Like got stillness in mind, so I'm gonna focus on that
Okay.
for the day.
All right.
That's how
No
you
more-
This is a new day, so I'm healed.
law hand.
Actually, as you like meditate and learn to focus your mind really hard, just make a perception check. And I'm assuming Galahad is just like just reading this whole time.
10.
10.
No,
Okay.
because my library's in my tower.
You still got like your spell book, and you can, I would imagine, a couple other books.
Create your
Yeah.
tower on the top deck.
On the top deck. Captain, come to my office.
Okay. Yeah, and Seraph, as you focus with the 10, it's nothing special. You're working on it. It's a work in progress.
No, we're just gonna continue to work on with the
Christian
deckhands every day.
cats.
Okay.
That's what.
So over the course of this journey, you'll learn a couple knots, a little bit. You learn a little bit on how boats work.
What kind of knots? The double overhand knot?
Windsor knot. You can tie a tie with this rope.
I'm waiting for
The
like
bosun knot.
There you
yeah.
go.
Where's all those SpongeBob episodes where he
The
has the
monkey's
Blind
fist.
Dutchman? The monkey's fist. Yeah. Oh man, what a great episode.
Day 3 goes by with that event. Day 4 comes up, and again, unless anyone's wanting to do anything specific, now that those guys are off the boat, not a whole lot
Ray
happening.
loses his dining sock.
What?
Can't eat anymore.
I'll take your silence as a no.
Guys-
We're not doing anything special.
No,
All
we're
right,
not
so-
doing anything.
Okay,
I'm
just checking.
still just focusing on trying to
I'm just
figure out that, like, calm myself down and
Okay.
I'm training Caw to not eat spiders.
Okay. Make an animal handling check. I want to see if he eats any of your new spiders.
Caw's up there at the crow's nest. He
Well-
doesn't go anywhere near.
You said you're teaching him.
Oh, that's-
So you're
He
trying
ate
to
both
teach
of
him,
them.
You see this, Caw? You don't eat this.
and he immediately snatches it out of your hand and eats you down to one spider.
Oh,
The other spider's like,
The
Jesus!
other spider's like, ah! He runs away. He stays away from that bird.
I'll try that
so yeah, into day 4. Go ahead and make one more perception check as you're trying to focus in, Seraph.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 21.
Hey,
Okay.
that's
It's
pretty
21. As you focus in, you can see everything becomes more clear to you on how this should work, and you've got it completely figured out now, and it's not going to be a problem. You think, in fact, as you're doing it, you're sitting there, like trying to quiet your mind, and you're doing it, and you figure it out, and then you start to sweat a little bit, and then you're fine. So you're good. Yeah, okay. So day 4, you guys are basically going to show up at the end of the day. So if there's anything you'd like to do before you dock, if not, you guys will dock in Tyfeld.
Okay, sweet.
Spend my day. I'm going to shift into a giant spider and just make a bunch of webbing. I'm going to spend my day just crafting a little web house for my spiders that I will make.
How big is this web house?
It'll be a big web house in my pack.
In your pack? All right.
Mm-hmm.
For your
It's
spider
gonna be like
singular.
Cyclops
For your
and
spider.
Spider-Man.
Hmm?
So for your
Well,
spider
it's like-
singular. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a mansion. This is amazing. So yeah, you guys dock in Tyfeld, and you're good to go. Where would you like to head? Captain says, thank you for your patronage. May your next journey be not so event-filled. Have a
I
good
give him a
life.
good berry.
Oh, he says, oh, thanks. This is way better than hardtack.
I'll give him an extra gold piece, and the deckhand that we electrified, I'll give him 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
Beak looks at Seraph and shakes his head. Says, "Humans."
Humans. They are both grateful for your patronage. That the deckhand that you fried is going to take a vacation.
I'm gonna take 5
Well-
gold.
Well deserved.
That's like 10 months of wages. Listen, it's double whammy. We saved his life too.
Yep. That's why he's taking a vacation. He needs a little break.
Set an eventful.
He needs a little break.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys walking to the labyrinth from Tyfeld?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Make that journey.
All right. Yeah, you get there pretty much with nothing really happening. You guys are
Nothing eventful.
yeah, you guys are too strong looking for the normal roadside hazards to try to mess with you at this point. So you guys make it to the
Those
labyrinth.
guys look pretty strong over there.
Follow the river up. You see an old cart that is getting
Covered in spiders.
Actually, make an investigation check. We'll see if there's spiders on there.
I'm looking for spiders. I need my trio. So the whole trip, just looking for spiders. You guys are
13.
walking. I'm crawling on all 4s.
Okay, it takes you a few days to get there, so I'll have you we'll make 4 investigation checks. We'll say that's how many you get before.
Okay.
Okay.
And then same routine. I'll talk to them and
Okay.
they're a good spider.
So they are a good spider and a pretty spider. You find 2. One of them was on that old cart, which is now getting very dilapidated.
His name is now Pancakes.
Make 2 animal handling
New
checks to
pancakes.
see if you can convince them. I'll say animal handling or persuasion, up to you.
I'm better at animal handler, I think. Yeah.
All this work and Carl's gonna be like,
18.
yum.
You got 2 more spiders to add to your mansion.
All right. That's what I need.
Okay. All right, you guys make it to the labyrinth. The programmed image pops up and tells you to say the password. You guys speak the password and enter in. You see that the house that was set up for you is still there. See lots of kids walking around the grounds. Different ones like casting different cantrips that you guys have all seen by now. Just practicing.
I want to keep an eye out and make sure that there's like all the kids that we've seen before are still here.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 23.
23. You look around. You're looking, trying to find all the kids. You start to feel like a little warm. And you look around, you think to yourself, yeah, okay. You start to cool down again. Yeah, all the kids are here.
Okay.
Alright, Zeep is there.
As soon as I see Zeep, I show her. I say, okay, Beak. And I take the 3 spiders and I throw them in the air. And then as they're in the air, flying to their death, they think I cast giant insect on all 3 of them. And they turn into 3 giant spiders.
Zeep is startled and sort of backs up. A bunch of the kids go sprinting away in different directions.
I start laughing just like Melmore was in the boat. I walk up and I start petting them.
Around this time, Uriel comes down and sees what you're doing, and she sort of smiles at you, and I see you've been practicing.
Perfect, Beak.
She says, "Tell me, have you had any luck finding the piece of the artifact?"
Beak.
Oh. Beak gets in his pack. He carefully doesn't want to disturb any of the spider homes, and he grabs the thing out.
She holds out her hand. Do you give it to her?
That's part of the job. I hand it over.
She takes it and, excellent. This will help. I'm getting close. I believe I have just one more piece to find. She takes it and she says, "Good to see you all." She takes it and turns and goes back to the tower.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, make an insight check.
I think we've done this before.
19. Seems to be... There's something different. But seems to be on the level.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
something
the fact she
different,
didn't
but you can't put
thank
your
us.
finger on it.
Yeah, because she's evil. I'm gonna do an insight check.
Insight check.
I'm gonna get higher than 19 and I'll be good.
No.
I didn't.
You
seems
love her. She's the best.
I've never met her before.
You met her once
This
before.
is my first time. Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they brought you and Melmore back here one time. I believe.
Yeah, right after we died, originally. We came here right after that.
Yeah, because you dropped off, what's his name?
With the child.
Yeah. Jamal, I think.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
when she starts to walk off, I'll just... Yaril, is there anything else we can do?
She turns to you and says, "Well, once I find the last piece, I will let you know, but for now, I don't have anything for you at the moment. You're free to stay here if you like. The house is still there. It is for you."
Thank you.
She's sort of
So,
bows and continues on.
Did Yaril ever give me anything that I still have? I can't remember.
I think she did. Let me see what that was.
Each of us something.
Yeah, she gave each of you something. I don't remember what it was that she gave to you. It may have been...
she gave
two...
she gave Drizil the spell for Tiny Hut.
All I got was a fly for
When I start to think back on it, do I remember if when she gave me this, the visions and stuff that I would get when I meditated, did they go away when she gave it to me?
I think they went away before that,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. I can't find what I think she gave you something, but I can't find what it was. I know she gave Beak the necklace. And
necklace was it?
the one that it boosted your intelligence.
Oh yeah. And Kaw's wearing it.
Yes.
Nice.
I think she gave Druzil.
Spell.
I think she gave him
for
Tiny Hut.
the tiny hut.
Yeah. And I think she also. I don't remember for sure. I think she gave you access to the teleportation circle and said once you are able to do it, here is the sigil. And I think you wrote it down in your book. Which I
still have his book.
I think Seraph now has. And she gave Dunn a loot, but I don't remember what she gave Seraph.
I'm surprised that you haven't given that spell book to
me.
To our wizard. Actually, I think he asked me if he wanted to, and I said wait till we get to know you a little better.
I think that's
what I told him.
exactly what happened. Pretty sure.
I have 4 things, and I know the Wound of Closure was what my mom gave me. A Wand of Magic Detection was something that Druzil had. The Eyes of Seeing was a Druzil thing, and so was the Gem of Brightness.
I don't remember. Maybe she just was. Maybe she didn't give you an object. Maybe she just sort of felt a kinship with you. I don't remember.
I think she might have gave me like an idea of where my mom could be,
Maybe that was.
or that she was still alive or something. I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Lame gift.
Anyway. So yeah, you give her the newest piece of the artifact, and I guess we'll end up calling it there because we've got 10 minutes. But in the 10 minutes, if there's anything you guys want to sort of set out to do, so we can start there next week.
So
should we just start heading to get that scroll for Beak?
Here's what I think.
Oh yeah.
This is what Melmore is going to tell them. I think we
All
should
right.
head to my homeland of Rockholm because the dwarves there could easily do something
out
or
our
trade
platinum.
out for that ore because
That
they
sounds
know
good
how
to
to
me.
work it.
And then we'll go buy that scroll.
And
How
they're
much was
rich
that
enough.
scroll?
They would have enough gold in the kingdom to buy all that off of you.
Well, I mean, they don't have to buy it off. They can just convert it because it's already the
Yeah.
the
I'm
metal.
saying they could easily buy it and then convert it to what they want to convert it to, or convert it to coins. It's like whatever.
Okay.
Because they might want to use the metal to make something else with it, shields or whatever. They're dwarves after all.
Okay. So is that what you
So
guys
that's
are
what
going to do?
Melmore
to
suggests.
Start heading towards. Are you going to start heading towards Rockholm, or are you going to head towards the Twin Cities? Because that's where you. I mean, you could theoretically get the scroll somewhere else, but that is where you talk to someone who can do it for you. And I believe that the price
We'll go to
tag was
Rockholm first.
50,000 gold pieces, I believe.
I think we should go to Rockholm first. Get our platinum converted because we ain't got 50k, and then we'll go over there and drop the mega cash on.
And Druzil was a well-respected soldier. There.
And I'm a nobleman in Twin Cities.
Yeah, you're more known in
Yeah, I can't remember the city.
Nomenstrom, which is the capital.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But like you know your way around the Twin Cities for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you. You guys can go to Rockholm. It's a bit of a trek, and then it's further away from the Twin Cities.
Yeah, but we have no way to what are we gonna show up and we're gonna be like, we want a scroll, and they're like 50,000 gold, and we're like, how about some raw ore?
Well, you would know as being from there that the gnomes are quite crafty and have their own like mining operation.
Oh, okay. Well, then if I know that,
It's up to
maybe
you
we can
guys
just go
which
straight
way you
there.
want to go, but you know you do know that they mine as well because like they've made a railroad and all that stuff.
Yeah, true.
If Melmore has connections, he might be able to get us a better deal.
Does Melmore have connections?
Well, he was a well-respected soldier, but that's as far as
If we
you
go
know
to-
about. That's
where's
all you
my-
know about Melmore right now.
Where's
That's
the
all
capital
he's
city
divulged.
in relation to
To the Twin Cities?
We're probably closer to your homeland than mine, I would imagine.
The capital is about a day's travel north of the Twin Cities, or less by train.
Oh yeah, we go get a train. Bullet train.
We're close. I'm sure we're closer to your homeland than mine.
You're probably about equidistant to each of them, but they're in opposite directions, pretty much.
Yeah. Mine's closer to the destination we seek. So either way,
what's the destination we seek, Joe?
We don't have a destination yet.
Twin Cities is where we can get the scroll, and my hometown is about a day's train ride north of that. Whereas his home city is about the same distance away as the Twin Cities, but it's in the opposite direction.
Through mountains.
Through mountains.
Actually, I think it would be a little longer to get to Rockholm because you'd have to. It would be longer before you got to a road.
We couldn't get a ship there to get there.
No,
if only we
Rockholm
had
is
giant
landlocked.
birds.
That's what I'm saying. We can take a ship to the Twin Cities, so.
You want some wasps for 10 minutes?
No.
All right, we'll try the gnome place, see if we can't get something happen.
We can go to the gnome place, see if we can't.
And if it doesn't work out there, then we have the second option.
Yeah, then we can travel. We're a traveling group, and since the evil lady who's gonna create a bomb out of all these MacGuffins we're giving her,
it's not like we have a portable home every night.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's like a road trip. We got a camper.
Yeah. I meant to measure out. I'm gonna do that one of these days. I should try and make that a video. Measure out 10 foot by 10 foot and see how much stuff I can fit in there.
Starting next week, we will start heading out to Nomer.
For the Twin Cities.
Nomergon.
For Nomergon.
Yeah.
All right. Then we will call it there for today. You guys sort of bested a rock. The rock was really just
we
hungry.
totally bested that rock.
We fed the rock.
Yeah.
That rock was kicking my butt.
What's funny is I decided, like, if it can get 2 dudes in its claws, it's just going to go and take off and eat those. And you guys kept shocking it or hitting it with fire, and it kept dropping them. And it finally got 2, and you guys had it below half health.
Tidal waved him. Tidal waved that rock.
Yep. All right, so we will be here. Oh, also, big success for today, an animated GIF occurred.
Yes.
Oh,
The whole thing.
We got a gift. Woo!
Yay, I can handle 1, just not 2 of the same thing, apparently. That's how it's going to work. All right, so we'll see everyone next time. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Monday around the same time, around 5-ish Pacific, 7 Central. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.